Ladies and gentlemen, Frank.
So I sit back, smoke a blunt and think about my life. Tomorrow ain't promised, so I smoke it all night. Man, I'm just a young nigga trying to make it. Grow my hair, get in the drip.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of In the Mirror Live Podcast, Friday edition. I'm your host, Coco. We have your host, Jimmy Jam, in the background today.
What it do? What it do?
All right. And we want to thank Mr. Conversation and Mr. K. Cook for coming in to the building with us. And while we get in on this topic today. So thank you all for showing up again. And we're going to kind of get into it a little bit here. So our main topic today is going to be the difference between situationships and relationships. So that's where we're going to start at today. So before we get into it, how was everybody's week this week?
It's real good, man. Real good.
Real good.
Yeah.
All right. You said real. You put emphasis on that real good.
Yeah, man.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. What about you, Mr. Cook? Yeah. Y'all, we're gonna get back to his experience. Okay, we're gonna get on that. We're gonna get on that.
Get the happy ending.
All right. Same thing with me. I had a good week this week, busy as usual, but no complaints. No complaints. All right. So we are going to get into the difference between situationships and relationships. So I'm gonna just kind of touch on what they're putting out there as the definition of a situationship. Okay. And then we're gonna go from there.
Do they have a definition? Or is
It's
man-made? It's really.
I mean, it's real. Okay, so if everybody doesn't know, the reason why the word situationship is even out there as big as it is, if y'all remember Jada Pinkett's Red Table, where she had Will Smith on there, and they were talking about her relationship with August Alsina.
Mm.
That's where it started.
I'll be.
That's exactly where it started. So that's what put the name out there, and there's people just been jumping on it ever since.
So they got a meaning for it now.
Yeah. So there's a meaning for it now. And I mean, there was kind of always a meaning for it, or there was always something, but it wasn't a name. Yeah, it didn't have a title. Okay.
Right.
So the title, what it's saying, the Google definition. A situationship is a romantic or sexual relationship that lacks commitment and clarity. It can be more than friendship, but less than a committed relationship, and can involve affection, spending time together, and sexual behaviors. However, there's usually little discussion about the future or the nature of the relationship, so on and so forth. Okay. So I guess where I want to start with it is I think even before the word came about, it was a lot of people in situationships that didn't realize that's what they were in. They were in something like that and didn't realize. So, but when we think about the times now, we still have people in situationships that don't really realize that's what they're in. Okay. So, I mean, for me, because I had to learn all this myself, I get it. I see how you can end up in a situationship very easily. That's why I'm big on communication, because we got to talk about it. What we doing? We have to have had that conversation to say we're doing more than just hanging out, having sex, or whatever. But I get it. I know what it is, and I can recognize it very quickly. But we still have a lot of people that can't, and that's men and women. And I'm gonna say mostly women, because it does put us back into that delusional state of mind where we're thinking, even though we're all this is going on, we're spending all this time, we're going over his house, we're meeting his family, we're doing all this. Y'all ain't had that conversation. You can't just assume that's what you're doing. So that's where I'm gonna start it. What did you want to say, Mr. Conversation? Because I was see your face
No, no, no,
over
no,
there
no,
out the
no, no.
corner of my
Cook,
eye.
cook, cook.
I'm
Go.
cutting my eyes over.
Go ahead
What you
right now,
got,
cook,
Cook?
because I need a second. I
Lord,
need I need a second, cook.
what you got, Cook? Come on with it.
Okay, but I don't. I'm kind
Okay,
of
okay. New to the dating scene. All right, got it.
So a situation is what they call it, a situation. What they call it.
Situationship.
I don't. I have not experienced a situation ship
Got it.
at the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
So
Okay.
for me, this is totally new.
Okay.
But if there's I mean, just from what you're saying,
Yes.
well, you know what, I have people personal close to me personally that are
Mm-hmm.
experiencing what y'all talking about.
Okay. Do they recognize it as such? Is the
Well, I
question.
think the female does not recognize,
Mm.
but the guy does. I
Okay.
almost said it.
You almost put a name out
Almost
there.
put a name out there. But the
Okay.
guy totally knew what it was. Let him tell it.
Absolutely.
But when I'm but if I'm visiting or going around my people,
Mm.
I don't see that. I'm like, it's like you feeding into the relationship, and it's
Uh-huh.
like you're leading it on, but
Uh-huh.
then you saying that's not what you want,
Right.
but you're leading into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I can see how I
We
can
know
get.
why.
I can see I can get.
You can
mixed
see
up.
where the lines
Yeah, I
get
can see
crossed a little bit,
I can
right?
see that.
Okay, okay. Well, you ready? You ready? Mr. Conversation. What you got? You ain't ready?
I already don't like how this is being
Oh Lord.
how this is being what's the word? You did a great job in narrowing it down into a
Okay.
way that basically goes into cheating again. Every conversation, right, that I have with a lot of young ladies and stuff, it goes down into that, right? So, what I want to say is situationships can be a bunch of different types of things.
It
Situationship
can.
is a big umbrella.
It is.
You can have like friends with benefits, right?
You
Which is
can.
what we originally. That's mostly
That's
what it
pretty
was.
much what it
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
Yeah.
Now, I would like to say, in a majority of the time, people actually do know. What happens is,
Mhm.
I think I can change. I think I can change her. I think I
Okay.
can. I think I can get her to just be mine eventually. So I might be one of the guys, right? I'm just giving it from an
Okay.
example. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Okay, I know where I got her from.
Okay.
We don't got to go into no detail, but I can get her to just be with me eventually. Have you ever been in a group and there's one guy that wants to save her?
Wait a minute.
It
Say
might,
it
I
again.
ain't say it got to be you.
I done heard of that.
Well, yeah,
word
you know,
plenty
and,
of
and he
times,
fit,
yeah.
and he's like, you know what?
She really a good girl if she get with the right guy, and which is me.
Mhm.
I can bring her like that 304
Mm.
to a housewife deal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't talk about that part of it. You know what I mean? Because we it's easier, it's more glamorous to talk about the other side, and I get that. I respect that, Coco. I get it. You know? But
Okay.
we don't talk about the other side. Now, so friends with benefits is a big one, right?
Mm.
But the main difference between relationships and situationships
Mm.
is there's no title.
Right.
That is the main thing.
It is.
I talked with the young lady. I know she's not gonna mind me saying her name, but call a big step. I do radio with her on 98.3 The Beat, right?
Mhm.
Kicking to a missed conversation. This has came up multiple times. She has been telling me that she doesn't care about titles. And every time she says it, it makes me cringe.
Okay.
Because when she tells me that, I said, okay, when you do that and you don't want a title,
Okay.
you're not likely going to get the outcome that you want.
Okay. Okay.
The first thing to get your guy, your whoever it is that you're trying to get, is you want that title.
Mhm.
Get that as soon as possible. Because without the title, you do not have a claim to the benefit. Whether it's wife, girlfriend, you don't have a claim to the benefit. Whether it's contractually
Mhm.
or whether it's the social construct,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
If you ain't my girlfriend, every time something happens, I'd be like, well, I mean, you ain't my girl.
Right.
Exactly.
You ain't my
That's
girl.
where it should be. That's where it's supposed to be.
Right.
So that's cool. But that's why you don't want to be in those situationships, right? That's why we don't want to even
Well,
there's
everybody can't handle being in that type. People can do it. I mean, people have done it. People do it all the time. But a lot of people just can't handle it. You got to know where your mental is. You know what I'm saying?
What
In
about
order
your
to,
emotional state,
yeah,
though?
you have to know if you're not a person that knows how to detach, you can't do situations. You have to know because it's an art to it. You have to know how to
So
detach.
you sound like you speaking from experience.
Nah, I
I
don't want to do that.
am.
I don't want to do that. I don't
I
want to do
am.
that. I wasn't trying to go there. I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm
let
going.
y'all go. Y'all go ahead.
I mean, I
Yeah,
am.
because she
I'm
she talking
detaching.
like
I'm detaching
Okay. All right.
she
like
talking
a
like she talking
situationship
from
from
experience.
this conversation for the second.
And
Y'all can have that.
I just want to know what it looked like for a woman. We men do it all the time,
Okay.
but for a woman
I
in a
mean,
situationship, I'm talking about a situationship she created, not one she just kind of fell apart of because of what he created, but something that she went into thinking, "Hey, we just gonna smash and dash." Do that happen a lot with women?
mm, I
Or
want to say it doesn't happen a lot with women because, again, with women being so delusional, they can't handle that type of relationship or putting themselves in that position. Now, sometimes you can just fall into it. I
what's up,
mean,
Ryan?
y'all,
Appreciate you chiming in, big dog.
hey there, hey there. Sometimes you do find yourself spending time with somebody. And if y'all aren't having the conversation about where you're trying to take it, do I want to say, okay, I'm going to say certain women, that's not going to be a big deal to us because we get it. We understand that if a man isn't talking to us about that, if we're not having that discussion,
Right.
then I'm going to take it as you don't want me like that. And I'm going to handle it the way I want to handle it. Now, since I know this the situation, I know how to control it and I know what I need to do from then on. I'm going to handle you as such.
Okay.
And that's it. So, but yeah, I mean, women do it. Now, does it happen a lot? I don't think it does. Not with women.
I think it does. And these women, the new women,
Well, yeah, you might can say
the,
that.
the new
You might can say that with
the,
new women.
I guess you call them the millennium women,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
modern.
mean, the younger generation probably they're okay with those situationships. They're not really looking to be in relationships with men like that unless they're getting something out of it.
I think situationships are the worst type of relationship to be in.
It is.
It's the literal worst.
It is.
All the other ones I'm about to I'm not gonna say I do or nothing like that, but I could at some point in time maybe see myself in or take me out of it, right?
Yeah.
Because take that back because there's some that I wouldn't do. But the point is, so a sneaky link, right?
Okay.
You know what's up. All right.
Right.
That's a sneaky
do.
link. Cool. Whether you like it or not, it's a part of the
Mhm.
game. You're in there, you're in and out. You get the hell on, you don't stay over, you don't invest any
Right.
feelings.
Right.
Even friends with benefits. Friends,
That's a sneaky link.
it's a sneaky link. It's sneaky. Nobody knows. Most likely, sneaky links are at least one of them are
Between you
actually
two.
in a relationship with
Between
someone
y'all two,
else.
and that's it. Yeah.
So they probably have a relationship with somebody else, but it's you are they second, third, whatever. Cool.
Mm.
So all right, now you've got friends with benefits. All right, that's the easy one. You two, you know each other.
Mm.
Sometimes there's some emotion that's there, but you still are able to cut that off. We gonna kick it.
Right.
We might go out on a date every now and then because we are comfortable with each other. We might have some of the same uh
My
the,
interest
there you go,
or
same
yeah.
interests. We like to go
Okay.
watch movies. We like to go to
Yeah.
to eat with foodies, stuff like that. All right, that's better to me
Okay.
because there's not that emotional commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got your talking stage, cool. You got casual dating. Now you got your committed relationship. All
Mm-hmm.
right,
Mm-hmm.
two monogamous is people that are together. All right.
Right.
Now with this, you need extreme communication,
Mm-hmm.
and it involves a big emotional investment, and there's
That's committed
accountability
relationship.
in
You're
the
talking about
committed
committed
relationship, right?
Okay.
You got open relationships. Now
Mhm.
this involves even more extreme communication.
Mm-hmm.
Boundaries can
Right.
be flexible,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not cheating because it's open and people know about it.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
And I ain't gonna touch none of some of the other ones. That's just too crazy off the wall. I ain't trying to be on no toxic and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
but those are the major differences. But with a situationship, there's nothing that is defined. Even
not.
in a polyamorous relationship and all of that, there are rules, or
Mhm.
they should be if you're doing them correctly. Not saying anybody want to do it or whatever.
Right.
But there are rules. There's normally you can't do this, you can't do that, you can do this, you can do that. Situationship, you have no right to say anything
No, you don't.
because we just chilling. There's always that ambiguous kind of situation. It's like something going in there, and I never want to be in a situation like that in anything in my life where I don't know. I'd rather have a quick no than
Right.
a slow maybe.
Yeah. If I don't know, I'm gonna take it like that. If I feel confused, I'm gonna take it like that. You don't want me in that situation. You don't want me as, your girl or whatever. I get that, and I don't take it personally. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
What's
But
up,
yeah, well,
Shalonda? Thank
I
you for
might still hang
joining us,
out with you. I
sis.
might like hanging out with you. That's cool. But I'm still gonna handle you accordingly.
Okay.
That's all.
I'm,
That's all.
I'm over here burning.
You
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm learning too
What?
because
I can't do it.
The situationship came along when I was already married, so I have no idea what it
Yeah.
what it
What
looks
that kind
like.
of
Right?
entails. Yeah.
I
I
do.
get it, and you don't want to. You really don't want to. It's
I can't
really
do it.
not.
I can understand your point from that. It's more
Yeah.
like it's more confusing than it is knowing directly what's going on with the whole business.
Yeah.
So
If I'm on B side nigga, I want to know I'm on B
I'm
side
this
nigga.
side nigga.
I want to
That's
know
right.
whatever my position is. I don't want to be doing the responsibilities of a one, but only get the love or the attention of a two or three.
Two or three.
You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, let me know so I can put that same effort and energy to that. Because
Okay.
there's positives to being a two. There's positives to being a three. There's positives to be just the nigga you just get called to come lay some pipe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is.
But then when you need somebody to drop you off something because you sick,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of times she ain't coming. Nigga, you just here for when
Right.
I need something from you. I don't come and give you any
That can
love, any
happen.
care, any attention and stuff like that. Friends with benefits might could get that.
Right.
But if we're at this situationship type stuff, because there's no
So
feelings that's there, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, or it
Yeah.
hasn't really gotten there yet, or we haven't established it.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
when
agree.
I did hear the interview that Jada Pickett was talking about,
Mm.
and I thought what she was saying as a situationship that she was kind of stuck between her marriage with her husband and mess around with this young boy, and it was more sexual with him, but she still loved
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
To-
I mean, it's
Yeah.
still sexual. They going out, they doing stuff.
Yeah.
They've been seen on the red carpet together. All this stuff, yes, can be
I'ma tell
still
you, man,
considered a
Will-
situationship.
Will took that shit.
They both on that type
Yeah,
of stuff. So,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
they
They
both
are.
on.
They are.
They both on that.
But I could tell
He ain't getting caught though.
his
Right.
eyes-
That's right.
You go back and look, but his eyes was like it was stinging his ass.
That's why when they're going to do the same thing that August said, he did the Chris Rock.
Nah,
He
it was
had that
cause
opportunity.
when he like the son friend,
Man, that was the son.
like you were
Yeah.
fucking one of the
something
kids.
like that.
That's his.
You know
That
what I'm saying?
is his son friend. They were.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how she met him.
He smashing the mom. I couldn't
Well,
have took
I
that.
couldn't
bro.
do it.
Yeah, they
I don't
said
give a
that
shit
But
what I
okay.
did. I couldn't have took that.
I don't know if that's true or not, but they were saying the same the guy that played in what's the movie that they played in with Omar.
You talking about Stomp the Yard?
No.
Talking about what Jada Pinkett playing
No,
in?
it was Jada Pinkett and it was KD. No, what's the
Yeah,
I
because
don't know what
I'm
you're
trying to
talking
figure
about.
out what
You threw me off. I
Yeah,
thought I
I'm trying
had
to
it.
figure out.
It's the gangster movie where Old Dog was in there. And
Menace to Society?
Yes.
Oh,
They said that little
Menace to
boy
Society.
that played her son.
That's all.
it.
That's him.
They said
That
him.
could be.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
We got to check that
You
out.
gotta check it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta do
we got-
more
Boy, that's
research
going.
on that.
Boy, that's the truth. I ain't know that. That makes it even worse.
It would make it worse.
That's what
You
I'm
been
It
saying.
would
grooming
make
that
it
little
worse.
nigga long time.
Hey, I was having a conversation today with somebody, man, and we was talking about the Epstein stuff. I know I ain't gonna take it too far.
Okay.
And I was saying that, at some point it should be an age limit which you were willing to date. You know what I'm saying? As a man.
I agree.
Yeah.
At some point, no matter how old you are, and no matter how old she are,
Right.
it should be an age limit that you're not gonna go below
Right.
as a man. But nowadays, it's to a point now where what they're trying to do now is just normalize grown-ups and the
And
kids.
little
You
kids.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being together. So
absolutely.
right now, we at a crossroad in this country.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Where the
I agree.
Republicans already made they on the side of the road they want to be on. They've already made that
Right.
choice.
Right.
But the rest of the country is at a crossroad. Is we gonna just act like this don't happen and don't exist? That we
Right.
don't see the fact, we don't see the proof,
Mhm,
and just
mhm.
turn the blind eye to it because it wasn't our kid? Or are we gonna really have some moral and spiritual connection with this and look at it for what it really is?
Yeah.
And just really, this is a moment of protest.
Mhm.
This is a moment of really shutting down the whole entire economy to get justice for the kids. Yeah, I kind of went off on politicking, but anyway.
No. So it's,
Yeah. I mean,
what you're speaking
yeah, I
on
get
is
it.
selective outrage, right?
Right.
People only tend to give a fuck when it's
When it's
their
there.
family,
When it's
Right.
close,
right?
yeah, when
And
it's
that is
close
one
to
of
you.
that is either the first or the second biggest reason that
What to do,
there's
Mike
so
Brown?
many stuff,
Appreciate
so many
you
things
joining
that's
me,
going on.
Jazz.
And the reason why things aren't getting moved the way that they need to get moved is, one, it's systematic, right?
Right.
It's all of them. Okay.
Right.
It's Republicans, Democrats, it's all of them, it's a lot of them that's out there that's
Right.
with it. Or you
True.
have known about it for years and haven't said anything. That's a problem too. When you know when you have the power to change something and you will not say anything because you're scared of the system being shut down,
Right.
because you're gonna lose your power, you're just as much
Guilty. Right.
So those things, right? But then there's also I'm forgetting my point now, because there's also the thing we got to, like, Shannon Sharp situation, right?
Mm.
It's she was young, but she wasn't child. All right. She
Right.
was
Yeah.
legal.
Yeah.
But however, to your point, there needs to be a certain
Cut off.
number.
Right.
My rule is, if they can't identify the cartoons that you watched when you was a child, stay the fuck away, my nigga. Okay? If I was single and I tell a bitch SWAT cats and she don't know what the fuck I'm talking about,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? SWAT cats. Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah,
But
I think
but
it might
let me.
be-
I'll
it
give
might
one.
be, yeah.
I'll give one more. Okay,
Might
until
be
they recently made the
Russ.
Thundercats. How about
Okay,
Thundercats?
Thundercats, yeah.
He-Man.
Okay,
Thundercats.
He-Man,
He-Man.
Thunder the Barbarian. You know what I mean? Secret
know
Squirrel,
I-
the Banana Splits. You know what I mean? Did you watch
I'm not
Cartoon Network during
Right.
those times?
Right.
Or even, let me go a little bit further. You don't know Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Know all that.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Or the
cool.
Jetsons.
Yeah, Jetsons is with the Flintstones and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you
Scooby-Doo,
can't
yeah.
tell me those, what up, Jad? What up? If you can't talk to me about those cartoons,
Yeah.
we don't even need to have a conversation. If you
Right.
don't know, like, okay, you might miss one, you miss one or two, but I just named 15 of them,
Right.
and you got on to 12,
Now, you
13.
got to know
Now,
some of
if I'm
them.
listing 10 and you might can only catch one,
Yeah.
that's a big. People be like, why you be talking about that with folks? Because I want to see where your mindset is. I want to see where it ain't even friends and even people like that.
Right.
I know we can vibe better if you know certain things like that in my childhood.
Right.
That means we went through some of the same things, maybe. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
means we sat in front of that TV, whether you had to turn the knob, but by my time we actually had some buttons. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
Right,
just
but
saying.
We had a knob.
Yeah, you had
did.
to know.
We had to know.
The TV sat on the floor.
Little TV sitting on top of it.
Yeah.
So that big one, they burnt out.
With the antenna ears that you had to move to the left or to the right.
Yeah.
So if you can't identify with that, we don't need to be having no conversation. You know what I mean? At this point in time.
Right.
Because and we need to start doing that, because I know it look good, fellas. I know it
Right.
looking good. I get it. But you gotta understand that even though it's legal, right? Which I did argue for
Right.
him in the fact that, was it consensual or not?
Right.
That was my point. Okay, so legally
You good.
he's good, but morally,
Right.
that's
what
the problem.
Right.
Okay, and while I'm not gonna put him in jail for that, but I am gonna be like, because if you'll do a 19-year-old,
Right.
what's the difference between 18 and 19-year-old?
Right.
If you do 18-year-old, what's the
17.
difference between 17 and
Right.
18-year-old?
17 and 19, they look just the same.
That's what I'm saying. So
Right.
that's where there's a nuance argument. Now I will say this. All right. After I said all that, now once you're 25, I don't give a fuck no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Once you're 25 years old,
Yeah.
Cross the
Okay.
street, he go get hit.
you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay, you be 70 years old. She's 25 years old, brother. Fuck all the rest of that shit. Yeah, you 70.
You got them,
If you still getting it up,
what
my
they
boy,
call
you
them?
doing it.
a Bluetooth. You got the Bluetooth.
Whatever. Dog. It's on. It's on. I don't nobody care about all that. You can't identify with her. All right, she grown. All right, I don't want to hear all that after that. But gotcha.
I get it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I guess the question would be, what's young? What's too young? Because you know, I ain't trying to be funny, but I can't do nothing under 31. I wouldn't want to do nothing under 31.
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Understood.
31. I mean, most women we do know this.
Well, I'm gonna tell
As
you
far
like
as
this,
dating
here, big
life
homie.
going on and
My
stuff.
daughter finna be 30. You bring your 50-year-old ass over there with us. We gonna fight. We gonna goddamn fight.
Anyway,
I'm just saying,
my
any man date my daughter at my age, it's gonna be some shit.
Hey man, I know people. I know a guy who's in his 50s that ended up dating a girl who was right at her 40s.
I know.
And
Hell,
the
Yeah.
thing is,
Hell
he
yeah.
would provide her exactly what she needs. What we always provide our women with. We provide them with comfort, and we provide them with stability.
right.
So he was able to provide all of that.
I get it.
And you know, so she was, and her being young, yeah, I saw an issue with it, me personally. But as long as she was taken care of, and he's doing for her like he's supposed to do, what can her daddy say? Because I mean,
She's 40.
But you said 40 though.
That's 40, right.
You know what?
That's different.
You know what? Let me back, I
Yeah.
think she might. You know what? Let me back it up because she's probably 40 something now.
Oh,
But
okay.
at the time, she was probably around about 31.
And he was how old?
Okay.
He's retired military.
50.
Got his stuff set up and everything. I mean,
Well,
he's
I'm
good.
gonna say this.
But he loved her.
That's not bad. That's not
Okay.
bad. 30, you 50. That's not bad. I'm just saying, because I got a 30-year-old, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Now she gonna probably still be with you,
Yeah.
but long as I done got that ass whooping on
Oh
you,
my god.
yeah, you good.
Let me tell you
And every time you come over there, your ass gonna be ready to fight.
something. You
So
know,
I
you
got a
wanna be
question.
ready to fight, but if she's happy, he's taking care of her. He done got her a nice crib.
You're probably right. I don't really get involved with my daughters. I'm just talking really.
But we just talked about this. We are not the same people that we were back in the day. You have more restraint, more things like that, because that's her life at the
It'll
end
be
of
some
the day.
shit. I'm for the initial meeting.
You're
gonna have a problem.
I will be able
It's
to.
gonna be some
Probably.
shit. It's gonna be. I mean, I know how I am. It's gonna be something.
So why 31? Why are you
Well, the
why
thing-
is your
Well, the thing is,
She's
well,
still
I mean,
sexual, highly sexual active.
that is one.
like 50-year-old women aren't?
Shit. That is one.
See, again, this that who y'all be dealing with?
with?
Who y'all be dealing with?
Let me just say this.
Who y'all be talking
The
to?
thing is,
I don't get it.
the ones who claim they be sex, they super hyper the sexual active, or just better yet, we work out every day. My experience has been, you work out every day, but why you still? If I tell you it's time, can you do a little something, your ass right here, acting like grandma? Like you go to the gym every day. Why is you
Okay,
grandma?
okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Okay.
the energy is not there. It's
Okay.
not matching. So, but
I can see having a problem with that. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not saying that predatory wise, I'm actually looking for 31. Or
Okay.
That ain't predatory though. 31. When
Well,
you, now
listen,
you,
No, it's
you're
not
right.
because
I'ma
they're
say-
still
I'ma say
yeah, they're
she's right.
still
she really
grown.
right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
wrong. I'm gonna say
grown.
preference. I'm not gonna say a strong preference, not 31.
Okay.
The thing is, but if a 31 came along
Mhm.
and a 31 came into my life and fit where she needed to be in my life at that moment,
Mhm.
then 31 can stay.
As long as they say they're 31 or up.
Yeah,
whoever it
yeah,
is.
yeah, whoever it is.
However old it is,
Yeah,
as long
correct.
if she
It's
say 31 or
and
up.
Yeah, correct. I
Okay.
mean that I mean, you know,
So
that
you saying on for the record that we take these
oh, I know.
26, 7, 8, 9 ain't got a chance.
Can't do it.
Well, the thing, it's real rough at 26. I ain't saying, let me tell you something. I don't know if it could ever be serious with a 26 because 26 is, that's still baby for real to me. It's like,
Okay.
you know where I'm at in my life. 26 is still.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I did,
I ain't saying
I
that.
did, one.
He's sipping on that drink.
I make this disclaimer that
Because I was about to say,
Brother,
like, are you looking for
my
a
drink
relationship?
was not to you.
No.
You're not looking for a relationship
for
right
you.
now.
But what's for
Okay,
me,
so-
brother? My drink was not for you. It was for me.
Okay. But no, what I'm saying, no.
Cause you get to asking me, you ain't gonna like the answer, brother. I'm just gonna tell you.
I
Lord.
did
Plus, how old are you, Cook? How old are you?
I'm 40. I'll be
49.
Yeah, I'll be 49 tomorrow.
Okay, see, I'm 39.
Yeah, so he
Right, you in a whole nother group. Right?
So
You in a whole nother
I'm
conversation.
gonna tell you straight up. Y'all
Straight
get
up.
mad at me all you
No,
want
we
to.
can't. We
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if I'm single,
my 30-year-old short with a 39-year-old man.
That makes sense. You can't get mad about
Yeah,
it.
right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
take your daughter out of it.
Yeah.
I'm knocking out the park, my nigga. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing.
And I guess my
Right.
deal is
25,
because
So,
I've got in my
25, 26.
so
I'm
for
down.
you, that'll be more like you 39, right?
Mhm.
So that'll be more like a 21-year-old for you.
Wait. Let's.
Would you go?
I don't want nobody to clip this. And hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Tell me.
No,
something.
I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
Okay,
good on
not
it.
21. We ain't
No,
talking that
no.
young.
I needed to be out of college.
Okay.
No, I say,
You know what I
at
mean?
some point-
Like,
at some point, it should be an age
I'm
limit.
good.
So, what we were talking about really, because some people that joined us, was the age gap should be a limit. No matter how old you are, you shouldn't go too far back
too far back. Correct.
to date
Absolutely.
children at that
Absolutely.
same age as your children.
Children at all.
Right.
Whatsoever.
Period.
Right.
Period.
Because it's like back in the olden days, back in our days, the older people treated us like children. Even though we was young adults, we still had to respect to them like they was our elders. We respect that. We didn't call them unks and aunts and all that shit. It was Mr. and Mrs.
Right.
But now the generation now with this unc and uncle shit, it's a lack of that authoritative parental type of presence to where now we like almost like aunties or uncles. You probably hung out with your uncle, got drunk with your uncle.
That was a cool uncle.
Right,
Yeah.
cool uncle. So the respect level for your uncle ain't the same as it is for your dad.
I got to give you a little pushback on that though.
Okay.
Now, while that is true, but arranged marriages and stuff like that, and marrying these young women, that just recently stopped more as far as not the behind the scenes stuff, but when it was socially acceptable, because you had 40-year-old men marrying a 14-year-old girl in the arranged marriages and stuff. I don't agree with it in any way, but I'm just saying, and that stopped in 70s kind of time frame. You know, when we started actually understanding how much of a detriment that could be. You know what I'm saying? In doing that with the generational gaps and stuff. And you shouldn't, and especially the arranged stuff, and people can't choose who they love. Yeah.
Right.
So I get you on the parenting side, but them same people that could have been your daughter, some of them niggas was marrying.
Right.
So
it
that's
depends
the other side.
and it depends on where you was raised at too. It depends on the village you came up in. That, like you said, they got a valid point. There were men marrying kids, having babies by, teenage girls. I think a lot of that come from that slave mentality, that slave era. Because a lot of the slave masters, I think a lot of black people took on the slave master's mentality.
Because even the movie Color Purple, Mr. married, what's the face?
The little girl. But she was a kid. Yeah, she was a little girl. Yeah. And there was a lot of that going on back in the day.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of that, was going on back in the day. Back in my mama day, my mama had told me some stories herself of how a lot of those men, was sleeping with young girls. A lot of men were sleeping with their stepkids, stuff like that. And a lot of them even slept with their own children.
They did.
You know what I'm saying?
They
So
did.
that's why I say with what we got going on in the world today and what's in the crossroads we're at now, if we turn the blind eye to this, then we've opened another chamber. And if you know anything about the book of Revelation, it's 36 chambers until it's over. And I think we opening up chambers left and right. This year alone, with this president, we probably opened up 5. Just that quick.
Maybe.
Right. So
Got a long way to go.
when you go into the point where it's normalizing
Mhm.
rape of young
Absolutely.
kids,
Great
Great. That's
Say-
the word we
say
got to
great.
use now. Great. They
on
use
social
great.
media so you don't
Yeah.
get burned.
oh really?
Cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
Love Line is great,
Mhm.
and as well as
Yeah.
you know, I've heard some of the documents say that they was even drinking the blood,
Yeah.
Blood.
All that. It
cooking
was,
the
it was a
kids,
lot
eating
going
them.
on. Yeah.
You know,
it was
these
a lot.
rituals. You know, it's sick,
Yeah.
and I see the world we just going on like we
Like
going
it
on
ain't
with our
nothing.
lives. We going to work, we going to club, we going to church. We just
Yep.
going on with our lives, and nobody even say anything about it.
But let me ask you something. Ask y'all something. Do y'all think that they already knew that if they put that out there that was nobody do nothing about that? Like that's already been, that was already kind of put into the equation.
It's a
Calculated.
possibility.
It's calculated gamble.
Yeah.
I
It's a
think that I
possibility.
honestly think that they was
Because
like,
you see how
y'all so-
they're putting it out there,
Yeah.
bits and pieces at a time. And I think they are waiting to see what everybody's reactions are going to be as they're putting things out.
because we know it's through history. There's a movie called it's called Soviet Green or Soylent
Stop.
Green.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
That's my.
it
That's my.
talks exactly
That's what they talk about.
that.
That's
Oh,
what they
really?
talk
I
about.
haven't seen that.
You ever
Yeah.
seen that? Oh man. So
Charles Heston, right?
uh-huh.
Mhm. The
So
guy
the-
from Moses played Moses on the biblical movie, the Ten Commandments movie.
And the thing is, it's crazy because it's like, okay, the thing that y'all have already put out in the movie, you've already told what y'all doing a long time ago. So it's it was already out there, but we didn't see it.
Right.
But it's already been put out there, the information that
Mhm.
this does happen
Mhm.
at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? It's already been put out there. Then we have the vampire movies where vampires we
Right.
already know drink
Yeah.
blood.
Blood.
So I think they already know. I know that they've already proven that once you desensitize people by showing them the
Mhm.
most gruesome stuff on TV, that once it happens in real life,
Mhm.
you desensitize them. That's why with the rap music, why they recognize rap music about people killing so much, especially in our community,
Right.
and they're sleeping around with, in rap music, it's a popular thing to sleep around with somebody white. They say that all day.
Take-
Sleep around with
yeah,
your
yeah.
girl, stuff like that. So by desensitizing the people who's listening to it, it don't seem so bad. You see what I'm saying? Because it's already been said, it's already been put out there. So now that when it's really with the shit right here, shit is the fan,
Yeah.
we should be right here
They already
uprising and
numb to
rising.
it, right?
You already numb to
Right.
it. So that's why we don't get the reaction from, especially from them,
Yeah.
because it's more of listen. I mean, I don't know. They haven't put out, but just for me, they have not put out a lot of information about the black kids, all going through all this. It's been white children.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
this is
he said personally that he didn't have many black women there because they weren't docile.
Yeah,
Right. And this is one time where
Right, he
the
said
stereotypes
no niggas on
work.
the island.
okay.
Yeah.
And he didn't like black
Yeah.
people anyway.
But it was because they would not like submit
Yeah,
as
yeah,
quicker
yeah.
as
The
some of the
white
other
people
ones. They would have to do
Yeah.
too much. That's why he didn't want them there.
Yeah.
That's
And
particularly
we,
black
and we
women.
talk, we tell.
Yeah.
Correct. And the thing about that is, I've also when I first heard of the whole deal going on way before the Epstein file,
Mhm.
I was hit. Remember I told you about the guy? No, it didn't come to that idiot. I'm about to say you,
Oh, yeah.
but it didn't come to that idiot. It came through somebody else. I can't remember who the person that came through when I started really researching this stuff.
Mhm.
The way what was called adrenochrome.
Oh.
There was a movie,
Okay.
Pulp Fiction. I
Okay.
want to say Pulp Fiction stepped into that adrenochrome deal where they had the was it Pulp? No, was it Pulp? I think it was Pulp Fiction. I can't remember. It was the movie that came out about adrenochrome and what it was. And they said it was the highest potent of testosterone or hormone that produces a euphoria. But the way you get it is you have to scare a child to death, like really scare them. And once you scare them, it pumps out this hormone, and that's when you kill them. And you take the blood, and they drink the blood. And the blood is and that hormone that was produced in that blood you can only get once once the person, a child, a goat, an animal is sacrificed to that point where it's totally terrified. Your body pumps out that rush.
Right.
And so when I started seeing stuff like that a while ago, it was okay. Well, when the Epstein file stuff started coming, we started seeing all different things of how they would torture kids and all
Right.
this stuff. I started saying, okay, well, this is something that I already had read about. But see how quickly I had to desensitize from it because I had already read about it. It's like,
Oh, okay.
you see what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So that's crazy that they've already studied us as human beings
Yeah.
to the fact that they already know that
Yeah.
if we put it out there first,
Yeah.
then when it comes, you ain't think about it. That's why
'Cause they
I
know-
think that's why
They
we're
know
not
how to
having
control
Yes.
your algorithm.
Well,
They know how to control your
we
algorithm.
know that
Yeah.
Right.
definitely
That
the
too.
algorithm.
So they put a lot of your algorithm to desensitize you to things that 20 years ago would be an outrage,
Correct.
or
So
maybe
right,
even 10.
yeah, so that's why I
Yeah.
think that's why a lot of people are not as outraged as it is. Now we as black people, we talk about it and
Yeah.
we're wondering why y'all ain't cutting up. And I also remember, I think me and you had to talk either me and you or me and Jamal, we had to talk about the history of this country has always been to fight back against a government that was overruling, overpowering, over taxation, all that. So it made me start thinking back to that. It's like, okay, did y'all, because we already found out a lot of history is being debunked.
Yeah.
And like, y'all do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it makes me even think back then, were you sorry motherfuckers really patriots? Or did the government offer y'all something to keep y'all from having to revolt?
Okay.
And y'all just went and said y'all revolted when you motherfuckers really did. Because how the hell you go from, and I say that one because of how you go from quarter tax to, what's the other one? The tax on the coffee, the SNAP Act, from 4 or 5 basic acts of taxation to we do you taxing this shit. So, and you're not fighting back now? What the hell? What kind of deal did y'all really make with the government? Well, what really happened? Because that couldn't have happened if y'all were mad as hell about 5 or 6 taxes.
Yeah.
So now we got taxes everywhere. We got so many taxes that we
Water
don't
tax.
know. Yeah, we don't know how many taxes there really
Yeah,
are.
that's true.
We
Well,
never
that's
told on
true.
this
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
So how
That's
you go from this
Yeah.
to that, and y'all ain't outraged? I think this shit over here didn't even happen. Couldn't have happened.
Well, we definitely have found out that a lot of the history was a lie
Yeah.
that we learned in school, that we had to get it right in order to
Mm.
pass. So we
Yeah, we
had to
did.
get the lie right
The lie right.
in order to
Right.
pass.
Tell
So what that
a
did
lie.
was play in our
Right.
subconscious.
Yep.
And that was passed down generation to generation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, about, hey, they was explorers.
Yep.
But they was fucking thieves.
Christopher
And they
Columbus.
haven't
You
changed
know what I'm saying? So,
anything
yeah,
in
so-
what hundreds and hundreds of years. They have not
It's fucking
changed.
DNA.
Well,
You
since
know,
since we're
everything
going
that we're
here,
learning.
since we're going here,
Okay.
1984, George Orwell. When you hear Orwellian stuff, right? In that book, it talks about a lot of stuff that's going on today, right? With double think, right? Double think is a term where you say something that's not true, but if you say it enough, then it becomes the truth.
That's right.
Okay.
So imagine what Orange Hair is doing, where he would say, "That's fake news. That's fake news."
So-
He said it
Yeah.
enough times, you start believing it,
Yeah.
right?
News.
You
You're
stop researching it because now you think that everything that is said by these other people, but yet everything that he says is
Right.
that's the 100% true.
Right.
Okay, so when you see these files coming out, right? Let me put a pin in that. One thing that pisses me off so much about these files is why are the victims' names not redacted, but the people who have done, the perpetrators,
Right.
their names are
Their
redacted,
names are
right?
redacted.
Right.
You're protecting them, but you're not protecting
The victim.
the victims.
Yeah.
The victims have a constitutional right to be protected.
Brian said they got a rain tax.
A rain tax?
He's absolutely right. There was a
What would
video.
What would that
rain
consist
tax.
of?
Let me tell you, there was a video last week that I was watching that this guy, I can't remember where it was at, but he was collecting rainwater for redistribution purposes on his land, and for watering his farm and also watering his plants and stuff.
Yeah.
And the city took him to jail for 31 days.
Collect the
For
rain.
collecting rain.
Yes, it depended.
Like he was stealing rain.
Correct. It was like either $1,000 or $5,000 fine for stealing the water. And they were saying because
Stealing rain.
they
Wow.
were saying because it was in the city's jurisdiction, the city owned the rain. I said,
Wow.
you got to be effing kidding.
Wow.
But that was, but
ridiculous.
Buddy went to jail for real.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
because they want to be able to control every
Everything.
nuance of stuff. If you start doing that, then that starts making you self-sufficient. You can
Yeah.
live off the grid. They
Mm.
don't want people living off the grid. They want you connected as much as you can
Right.
for
Yeah.
this Wi-Fi, for this Bluetooth and everything,
Right.
so they can
Even
have
for the
their
food,
maps
Right.
Yeah.
and everything like that, so they can see everything
See
that
what
we're
your ass-
doing.
Yep.
hear everything you
They don't
saying.
want you.
Yep.
If you start being able to collect your own rain, right? Okay, now I can feed my own crops. Now I don't have to go into your stores. Now,
That's right.
now that food scarcity that they're pushing to move people.
That's
You know
sad.
what? I ain't gonna do all this because you know what? First of all, I want y'all to think of me as the little crazy EJ that every now and then I say a little good. I don't want y'all to know who I really am, and I don't want to be on a watch list, so I'm gonna shut the
Oh,
fuck up.
Jesus. Okay.
I think we safe over here. We
Just say,
Yeah.
you know what? What I've been seeing now, if you really want
even
to
though
tell
we
the truth,
we,
you
we
just
didn't
throw the word
took we didn't
allegedly
took
in front of it.
Yeah.
I think it passes when you said
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Throw it allegedly. Then we good.
Ryan says that's one of the reasons he moved from Baltimore. That's what's up.
Okay.
Ryan.
Yeah,
that-
it's
that's
crazy.
that's my bro right there, man. What it is. Ryan was in here with us a couple weeks ago,
Oh yeah.
chopping
Okay.
it up with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Okay.
So yeah, we kind of jumped.
Yeah,
from-
we jumped. We jumped.
Yeah, but see, this is adult
did.
conversation
This is
though,
good
man. It's
conversation.
fine for
This is
that.
good.
You know, it been bothering me today, all day today. It really was on me today. And you know, I said I wasn't gonna do it, and I said I was. I said no, but I just had to say, that because I just really feel that we as a country we are at a crossroad
Mm.
right now with this Epstein file.
Yeah.
Everything else going on, yeah, it has its importance, but this should be on the news 24/7. And the media should, when they report it, they should have a little more emotion than they actually have.
Yeah.
They just reporting it like it's the weather,
Like it's nothing.
like it's just
Mhm.
tariffs,
Mhm.
like it's just the economy. You know,
They reporting on
This
Nancy
shit-
Guthrie more than they reporting on the Epstein files.
this should be something
That's the
that
truth,
really
yeah.
touch you as a human.
Yeah.
As you're a human, this should bother you, regardless of what color these kids are, regardless of where they come from, regardless of anything. It should touch you if you're a human being.
Right.
But like I say,
Yeah, I can't even watch it. I can't watch it. I really don't want to listen to it. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to hear. It's hard to see. And again, like you say, it's like not the way people are thinking now. It's like, okay, so what y'all gonna do about it? You know, you keep showing us this, you keep putting this out there, keep putting that out there about it.
I think,
But
I don't
what
even think
But what you
people-
gonna
is
do?
going to
I
be
don't even
done
think people. I don't
about
even
it?
think they're that far with it. I think people like, I'm going to work. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm not
Yeah.
stopping what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me. My kids weren't in it. Nobody in it looked like me. I mean,
What I've
I
been
think-
seeing, what I've
don't
been
think nobody-
seeing
I don't
on
think it's
social
bothering
media,
people.
they've been saying, well, what are we going to do about it? Because it's almost like they're tired of seeing it. If you're not going to do anything about it, why are you just releasing? You release this part, you release this page, you release that page, you'll tell us this happened, you'll tell us
they
this and
didn't
tell us that.
release the entire files, and the law said that they are to release the
The entire file. Yeah.
file. And they
Yeah.
have
And
broken
that's
the
not
law,
what they're doing.
and they carrying on like it's nothing else.
Think about it. If you want to hide something, right? The easiest way, what do they say, especially from us? Where do you put it in?
In
In a
plain
book.
view.
Put it in a book, right? That's
It's plain
the
view
internet.
nowadays.
All them files represents big ass books. Motherfuckers don't want to go through all that shit. First of all, even me who try to stay on it, like, bro, okay, I done read 20, 30 pages because
Right.
it's fucking millions of pages,
Yeah.
of documents.
Right.
A
all
lot
these
of
pages.
pages.
Feel me? So when somebody points me in the right direction, I will go look. That's more than 97% of Americans will go and do. Okay. I can research, can only go so far. They got people who will, like, we found out about Epstein's FedEx account is still active.
Okay.
There were
Not as
things
open.
being
It's still
sent.
active.
It was still
shit's
active.
being sent in his account.
Yeah, in his name, right? Now they're supposedly looking at it. He also had a account on Xbox playing
Oh yeah, playing with kids on there still, right?
Fortnite.
They said it- Yeah.
Right. Now that adults play Fortnite a lot too,
Yeah,
or whatever.
they
But the point is
Yeah.
it could possibly be him. Not saying he's alive. I don't know. I'm
Right.
just saying. But the
That's
point
coming out
is
now. He might
then
still
there
be
is
alive.
also access to kids potentially because kids
Mhm.
play that game too. So
Absolutely.
then the fact that people didn't know that it's a possibility if he is alive, he's over there in Israel
Mhm.
right now. Why are we fighting so hard
Mhm.
to protect Israel with everything that's going on? That's a whole nother situation.
Mm.
So I ain't saying he alive or nothing. I'm gonna
Right.
back off
Yeah.
of that.
I
But
get
the
it.
point is there's just so many things that you can look at in those documents, and
Mhm.
all of them are crazy. The one thing I would say, Bill Clinton said, "Hey, bro, release everything because y'all got my name up in here. I ain't touching no kids. Y'all know I'm Freaky Bill, but I ain't touching no kids. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
like,
man, I get my dick sucked, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out here smacking some ass.
I ain't fucking with them
Bill
kids.
say, hey, shit, ain't no kids in me.
Yeah, right.
Release the whole thing, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Won't he
I
shoot?
give them that.
That's what he said. That's what Bill said. And
Bill said, release the name. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Oh,
hey,
man,
y'all
right,
already
right.
know me. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
can have me
You know
on
what I
trial.
do.
What I do.
You know what I do. You know I get down. Right. No, I get down.
This ain't the whole world to see what I did before.
Okay.
Bill, so you know.
I think
Yeah.
it's more of I think it's one of them deals where people don't know where to start because
It's so much shit.
it's so much shit.
It is.
And the
It
system that
is.
you're gonna report it to try to start it
Yeah.
is the same system that's perpetual.
True.
So where the fuck are you gonna start? How do you
That's
start?
true.
So that's why even for the victims, I feel for the victims. It's like fucking y'all brave as shit to even go out here and try to, even go forward with trying to.
I'm gonna tell you where to start though.
Yeah.
Where
I
to
don't know.
start? You start. Anytime you try to kill a snake, you start with the
You
head.
start with the head, but how can you go against a motherfucker who's really the way the government? Let's just be for real. The way this government is set up right now, it's like a criminal enterprise.
Right.
So how the hell you go against a criminal enterprise? We have to go start. I say we go look at old movies, how criminal enterprises were attacked.
You won't be. You
and
won't
brought
find
down.
it. You won't find it because you've never seen a criminal get as far as Donald Trump has gotten.
Thank you. That's
scope.
exactly where I'm going.
So
That's
you
why
won't
I
find
said,
it.
where can you?
Where you
Well,
start.
this is where you start, and I probably shouldn't say that because they probably be in my house.
Oh Lord.
You start-
Allegedly,
Be knocking
those
at the door.
were allegedly.
Knocking at the
You
door.
start with the Supreme Court.
Allegedly.
That's where you start. You start with the Supreme Court.
Mm.
Make the Supreme Court hold the law as they can do their job. Make them do the job that they took an oath for to do, and that's be upholding of the law and protect the law and the Constitution. They're not doing that. That's the first step they took today, and with this tariff thing, to shoot down the tariff. But what he say? Right after the Supreme Court told him what he did was illegal by posing these tariffs. What did he say? Fuck that! I'm putting more tariffs
I'm putting more tariffs on these motherfuckers. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
So that's where you start. Okay, that's the start. You got the blueprint. You know where to start.
But if
You have to start there.
I would say it's got to be two-pronged. You also have to military, and the military has to be willing to say no, because that is the enforcing policy, right? So, because motherfuckers can make laws, but it's the niggas who enforce it who's gonna come and put you in a jail and say so. And so he don't have access to that button, because.
But see, the Supreme Court gave him the authority to do what he's doing. When they exonerated him from all the charges that he had, when they said that he was good to go, that while he's president, he could break the law, he could send CEO, the class, whatever team in to kill his political opponent, they took the guardrails off. The Supreme Court is the reason that we're in the situation we're in with it. They're part of the reason. The first reason is what is his name? Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the main reason why we in this shit. Because the first thing he should have did when he took office was prosecute Trump for what he did January 6th.
Yeah.
That was that was out in the open. That wasn't no motherfucking gas. There was no fake news. That shit was live. You seen that with your own two eyes. Joe Biden's first order of business should have been to prosecute him immediately, not 3 years after you'd have been in office. Now he getting ready to run, where you give him time to run out the clock because you know that's what he can do. Because you know the law, you're the president.
Exactly.
You know how the law works. You got thousands of lawyers that work under you and work for you every day know how the statute of limit works on the law.
Let me-
And they know he had time to do that shit. So it was like, you want to blame somebody, the first motherfucker to blame is Joe Biden.
Okay, let me throw in a little something real quick on exactly on what you said. Let's look at it from this angle. What if the January 6th folks is folks that Joe Biden put in?
No, we ain't doing that. I sat there and watched the shit live.
I know, but let me say this because we do know that the government does have actors. Government does have a budget for Hollywood to make shit happen to promote the propaganda that they said that Germany was putting out here. Would have actually you motherfuckers be real. So what if they knew that if they stood out there and started trying to go after him at that time frame, that their actors would have been exposed?
No.
And because I don't see no other way. Reason why I say this, Jim, is because I don't see no other way why you shouldn't have prosecuted him.
I do. I see why. Listen, the
Why you didn't
Democrats.
do it?
There's one thing about the Democrats. They are political. They political. They don't have a answer to deal with a president like Donald Trump. The Constitution wasn't written to deal with a president like Donald Trump because that
It assumes that niggas have sense, right? Okay, we're not gonna say you can't do this because we know you shouldn't want to do this.
That's exactly what I've been saying because it's laws out there that allows him to get around the Constitution. That's why I feel like he's able to do everything he can do because it's nothing to really say you're not supposed to do this.
Executive orders is one of the worst things. There should be a limit of the amount of executive orders that you can issue as a president, right?
Definitely.
That is definitely because he keeps issuing all of these orders and they, to your point, they are able to circumvent it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or I'll use National Guard in this way to go around.
Right.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or they're testing the waters.
I shoot that theory down that you're saying about that because that didn't even look like that made any sense for that day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I was on the phone with you or somebody else when I was watching that live. I watched this speech, and then I watched when they walked down there and watched that live to the whole day.
Okay, so you watched. I was
see, it was right. I seen that. See, nobody gonna tell me what I seen with my eyes.
Right.
I didn't go back and see where it could have been edited.
Yeah, see, that's
right. I didn't see that. Right.
That.
I saw it live. Let me tell you something, man. It was something that I've been telling my grandkids. It almost felt like I was there.
How you were watching? Just getting deep into watching it?
Because it was a guy there, right? It was a guy there that said, "What's the sad part about it is the people that's here. 90% of the people here are voting against their own interests. They voted for Republicans who give a flip about their well-being,
right?
Just because of their racist and bigot ambitions that they have. That Donald Trump played them on those areas. And then the first thing he did, even now that the gun is pointed at them, they still in denial. They're still in denial. The fact that they knew that Trump and Epstein had a relationship way before he even ran the first time.
Right. That was out there.
That was always out there.
Yeah.
Because they flaunted
it. Pictures always out there.
Right.
Yeah.
But with all of that going down in front of their eyes, they cannot see reality based because they hate anything or anybody that makes them feel that they're going to be second-class citizens.
When they actually are third.
But they actually are first-class citizens because they got more privilege in this country than anybody does.
Yeah.
What really just make me scratch my head is when other people come over here and join forces with them, expecting that they're gonna get the same treatment that they get. You see, and now the tables are turned. The gun is, and the rabbit got the gun on them, and they like, oh damn,
man, Jimmy, man, fuck these Mexicans and all y'all motherfuckers that ended up voting for that motherfucker, you dumb fucks.
I know that's right.
Try to tell y'all dumbasses, But then you guys, in particularly,
Right.
put this man in power.
They help.
All right.
They
They
You
help.
help put
They
this
help.
man in power.
Right.
You voted directly against your own interests, and some of y'all dumbass black niggas too. I just want to let y'all know that too. Y'all African motherfuckers that came
Trump
over
never
here.
talked about
things.
no policy. In all of his
Nah.
rallies, it was never
Never.
about any policy that he was gonna put in
Never.
play to make your life better.
Concept.
No
He
health
had
care,
concept.
no
That's it.
no child care,
Yeah, nothing.
no prescriptions, nothing. He never talked about it. All he did was talk about the Democrats and Joe Biden.
What he
and
was gonna
Obama.
tear down from
Right.
Biden and Obama.
Right.
Yup,
And
that's
they
Like
it.
you
fit
wasn't
into that.
squeezed in the middle of the motherfuckers, you stupid motherfucker. So
Come on.
I'm sorry. My yeah.
I mean, it's real. It is what it is. You know, like I was kind of bouncing around, and
Yeah.
thank you for it's coming right in the door.
Yeah, y'all, man, this is my thing. Okay. I understand that we as blacks, one of the critiques of Obama is that we feel that he didn't do anything directly for us, right?
I don't.
That's what
Right.
some
That's what-
people
right.
say. Now, what I say is when you use the word directly,
They want my money,
but
Money,
exactly.
checks.
reparations. And that's it.
And I do concede that we got the Asian hate bill, you know what I'm saying, when we're still 3/5 of a person and stuff like that. Okay, I got you. Okay, but when you're doing things like healthcare for as many people as you can, you do realize that includes you, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you. All right.
Yeah.
So if you're getting, as a person, let's take out his mixed heritage, but as a person of color, right? You have to walk a real tight line. You're the first of your kind in this position.
Right.
You know, any move that you make where they feel that you're giving your people,
It ain't gonna happen.
they're gonna be like,
It's not gonna happen. He
huh.
couldn't do it if he
Especially
wanted
once
to.
he lost in his second term when they
Right.
lost the
The Senate and the
Senate.
House.
Yeah. And so now you're
Right.
constrained. He did as much as he could the first 4 years, but the second 4 years is a lot harder.
Right.
Then any president on their second term, the last 2 years, that's lame duck status, where niggas don't give a fuck because you can't do shit, move it. We're just gonna stonewall you. You're gonna be out. You got to be worried about doing stuff to let the other next person in.
Right.
So you got to toe the line. So you got 6 years out of them 8 to do as much as you can. All right, I say all that to say he did his part, right? But people get mad because you wanted, but y'all wanted reparations. You know what I'm saying? You wanted specific money just given to us and stuff like that. I understand if you want it, but can we? You have to understand the tightrope that man had to walk, and that is one of the most important things. Because when you're doing the presidency, how it should be, you're supposed to consider everybody.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Just because he's a black president doesn't mean he's just for black people.
But when your boy Trump came in, he said, "Fuck it, me
Yeah,
and my
he did.
people,
Him and his
we
people.
winning." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think also with the whole the way that we're learning the country set up, who the country is owned by, who the country is controlled by.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have ever been anything for us anyway, because the people that's in control
Mhm.
are already betraying us.
Oh, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like Columbus, Georgia. By the way,
Let's not do
the
that.
exact way
Let's
that
not
it
do
is, because the top 5 families,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
nationally, the Rothschilds and stuff
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
that. Here, the Amoses, the Pizzos,
So
Buckeyes, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Them
so you
people
gonna
and all
go
of that.
with that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
It's the
think that,
same thing.
because if
It
we
is the same
know
thing.
who truly owns this country,
Right.
they're
Right.
not gonna
We do.
let us get any further
Mhm.
because they already betrayed us. But
Right.
we already know that DNA wise, you're not us. And if you gave us what you're supposed to have given us, then we would have found some kind of way to topple what you got going on too. See what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we already know that. We already know by default.
Mhm.
And this is not a brag, and it's not a boast, but by default, we already know that we are a different kind of people. We really are. I believe we really are God because of the things that we possess, not just the powers that we possess, but the talents that we possess, the thinking that we we possess and the identity, the ideology that we put out there amongst people. You know what I'm saying? The whole, we don't need your culture. We come with our own culture, and y'all gonna follow regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm just gonna use her as an example.
Jasmine Crockett.
Shakari Richardson. You be on that.
Jasmine Crockett. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah,
shout out to Jasmine.
Shout out to Jasmine.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and she because I'm you know what,
I thought you were gonna say Jasmine.
I'm
But hey, my
gonna switch
bad.
gears and go to her because
All
she's
right,
another
all right.
good example. She's a good example of a woman who don't give a damn what's going on. I'm gonna call your shit out.
Jasmine Crockett is a
regardless.
human.
She don't
being
play
She's
with
with
a
a
heart.
human
She don't
being
Right.
at heart.
Right.
And you know, it's crazy because I asked the person what was the difference between a human and a human being. And they start saying that's the same. That's a damn lie. A human
Okay, yeah,
break
give
us
me the
into
yeah,
human
break it
being
down. Give me the
is
difference.
totally different.
What's the
We'll put us
difference?
on game, baby.
Okay. I'm gonna go to definition. That's when because when I read definition, it's gonna make all y'all be like,
Come on with it.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do like EJ be doing.
yeah.
Oh,
Get the facts.
EJ already done
Get
wrote
the
it down.
facts, baby. We
Hey,
need
that
more
thing
facts
is
and less
crazy,
opinion.
man.
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
because I had already looked it up. There it is. Human refers generally to the biological species Homo sapiens, or acts as an objective, while human being specifically denotes an individual person, emphasizing their existence, consciousness, and moral worth, while often used interchangeably as human, focuses on the biological category. Human being highlights the individual sentiment nature.
Okay.
Humans don't.
do not.
Okay.
Like, yo, in that context, when I read that first time I saw
But
that,
we
I was
definitely
like,
watching some humans.
we watched
Yeah.
humans.
Mm.
And
I don't even see them as humans.
I don't either.
Mm.
They're like robots.
So my deal was when I saw that the other day. I was like, well, damn. So I started thinking, well, this is why you can sympathize with a damn animal, but you can't sympathize with another human being.
Mm.
But you can sympathize with an animal.
They don't have
So you're
soul.
saying an animal
You don't
doesn't have a soul and an animal
Animals
is
do
not a human.
Have soul and not a human.
Okay.
But you are so quick to
They got
run to
spirit.
the aid
Mm.
in the abetting of even and when I say abetting, I mean you would even take a minute, out you from being harmed, but to another human being,
Yeah.
you won't do that. You'll
Right.
give them up. You will
I get it.
you will let them be deported. You will let us be held back. You'll do so much in your power to keep us down versus letting us thrive like we're supposed to thrive. It's freedom.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. This is mine. And y'all might get mad at me, but it's when you in a competition, you don't let nobody do shit.
Correct. They gotta.
As
It's a
black
competition.
people,
You're right. You gotta.
right,
you
so
gotta
we in
fight,
competition in humanity, and who's gonna be at the top?
top of the food
We
chain.
are too submissive.
Too submissive
They are
Yeah.
aggressive.
because we don't know who we truly are.
They are
And
aggressive.
even with
So-
that, when people tell you who you truly are, you still don't want to believe that. You want to find some kind of scholar to prove who you are. No, who you are is within you already. You should already know who you are.
But listen to what I'm talking about. I get that part. You're right 100% on that.
Fight.
But I'm talking about the word you said. But I hate to hear that shit. It let.
I know you. Go ahead.
Especially when I hear you gotta let me be a man. Who the fuck?
I ain't letting you be shit.
I got to let.
Just got to be a
Well, I
man.
think yeah. So see, just what you
Just the
said.
word, yeah.
So by
Just the
us
word.
knowing who we are,
Yeah.
be who the fuck you are.
No,
And like you said, and
the
die
thing
for
about
that
it, man,
shit.
we
You
got
die
it.
for
We
that.
got
You
it.
know
We
who
got
you
it. We got to take what we want.
are. Right. Take it.
Nobody. White people not. Why would they? Just think about it. Why would they give you an equal opportunity? Why?
Yeah.
You won't do it.
Why would they give you that? Would you? If we played football,
Mhm.
would you go over there to the other sideline and get it to your damn playbook
Hell no.
and say we gonna give y'all an equal opportunity
Mm.
to play with us?
You gotta know. You gotta come. with
Black,
that.
I am so fucking tired of black people asking white people for shit.
Right.
I'm sick of it.
Mm.
I am sick of it. Every time I hear that, that shit turns my spirit. Every time I hear it. Them white folk, they ain't nobody for nothing.
It's just take
They
shit.
took what
They
the
took that
fuck
shit
they
what the fuck
wanted.
They
want.
did.
They
Yeah.
still taking what
Still
I
taking.
saw the white folk January the 6th try to take the life
Mm.
of the vice president at the president's order.
Right.
Mm.
They didn't ask, can we come in this building? They didn't ask us. They felt that they was cheated. They didn't give a fuck. They were willing to take it. That's their mentality. But what is our mentality? We're going to wait on God. We're going to pray. We're going to pray. We're going to get on the other cheek to beat our ass with. And we're going to pray and wait on God. And we're going to ask these white folks and pray to God that these good white folks someday show up and give us an opportunity to just be equal.
Well, okay.
When they know who you are, but you don't know who you are. They know you are way more greater than them with your God-given talent. Of course, they're not going to give you the opportunity to be equal because they know you'll outdo them.
Mm.
But as long as you stay on your knees and hands praying and asking for them to give you that, then that's where you'll stay.
Yep, that's when you lose your power.
That's where you will be.
That's when you confirm to them that they have the power to take from you and give to you. Hence why a lot of these celebrities out here, they know how much to say before their power gets taken from them. Their money gets taken from them. Their lifestyle gets taken away. They know how much they can say. These rappers that's under these contracts under these big companies, they the same way. They know how much they can say.
Man,
them
niggas is irrelevant. That shit is irrelevant because they let who they want to let in. It's their system.
What
this whole thing is their system. Anytime you think a system that was built against you is gonna work for you one day, you're fooling yourself.
You're fooling yourself. Correct. That's what I'm
You're fooling yourself.
So so with that, with us not knowing who we are, not acting in who we are, and not acting in who we're supposed to be, this is the problem. And that's what now here comes the religion part.
Mm.
This is when all that comes in. About that whole Bible and how that thing turn into chicken stuff. That's why all that comes in because they know. I feel that they knew that by us being spiritualists to whatever spiritual.
You know what they played off of?
I think they played off the fact that we are very strong spiritual people.
They played off our ignorance.
To what?
To the Bible. We don't read it. We don't study it. Everything that you need to know is in there.
Correct. I agree.
You seen the movie, The Book of Eli?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the guy that was trying to get his hands on the Bible? What did he say? If you use this Bible the way you use it, you can control them.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Yep.
Absolutely.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
See, the same book, the devil used it too. You see what I'm saying? Because you can make the Bible you can use the Bible to promote whatever it is you trying to promote.
It's true.
To the ones who don't understand it.
Right.
For the ones who understand it, it's going to go deeper than that because I know after that scripture, there's more said. So before that scripture, there's something said. You see what I'm saying? So don't just give me that scripture and promote your whatever you're trying to promote at the same time because it will mislead me.
So you know what I equate the Bible to? The Bible then is social media now. How it has the same power to help or to hurt.
Exactly.
How if you just read one scripture or you just read one clip.
That's right.
It's the same thing. But if you go and you expound and you watch the entire show and you read that entire chapter, you get the entire view.
Right.
So that's different. That's just the parallel.
Right.
Now.
It is.
So I get it.
Yeah.
So when I hear, especially when I hear these pro-black people talk about how they don't believe the Bible, they don't believe in it and this, that, and the third, I know that you haven't studied it. You haven't studied it. Your identity is in there. Each one of your identity is in there. The whole plot against you is in there. It's all in the Bible. But you just have people that take the Bible and they use it for their own self gratification. They done. Preachers do it every day, every Sunday, every Wednesday, every revival. Because if you withhold information, it's almost like you're lying to me because you know it. So if you don't tell me what I need to know, then you are lying to me
You are lying.
when you know it.
Here's why, we talked about a conversation, something we had the other day about, people who step into ministry and, it's like, okay, well, if you're not here to save the people or move the people out of Egypt, what are you doing? And we already, and that's the challenge that a lot of times I put in front of these pastors. I always say that. And that's why, because we had earlier, I was like, well, I had to step out the church because of that. It's like,
Right.
my spirit was like, hold up, how can you be a part of all that when you already know, when I've already, when it's already been implanted in your head that there's a lot going on with that, one, and then it's like, okay, well, if you already know that this ain't right to a certain extent because it's still keeping the people, just history shown that we still where we at, but we got a lot of churches who are supposed to be helping and a lot of pastors out here that are becoming new pastors. How, if all that is still coming up every year, how are we why are we still in the same position because we got all these different churches? So that's what made me say what I said when I said earlier. Like, you know what? I pulled us out of church for a reason, and that was me being the man. That was what was placed in my spirit. It's okay. Well,
So let me ask you something. We talked about that. When you pulled them out, what did you give them though? What did you put in this place? So they
see, and that was the question that was asked. Well, what are you gonna put in place for us? And I'm like, you know what? It's crazy because I don't know what to put in place. Because at the moment, I don't have anything. But
did you
when
ever?
I get it, whenever I do get it, I will let you know when I get it. And it wasn't me. It wasn't I didn't go searching because a lot of things that come to me, I don't search for it. It's just always just placed there. It's like, hold up, you got to think about that for a minute. It's always something that's placed there as a not an idea, but it's placed there as a hold up. Think about this. Look at this. Ask yourself this. Question this. Hence why I want to look at the whole human being versus. Because that was nothing that was like put on the internet. That was just laid upon me. It's like, wait a minute. Let me look at the human being versus human. So see what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing that was placed on me that that I looked at on the internet and caught. It was this thing that was placed on me. I don't know where it came from. Honestly, I think it may have came from the spirit, my spirit asking me to challenging me to find something for your family. I think that might have been what that was.
So did it ever give you anything to find?
Let me tell you something. It's crazy that I'm glad you asked that because lately it's been more. I know a lot of people might disagree with that, and I don't say follow the Nation of Islam, but there are some good teachings that come out of that group of who we should be and who we're supposed to be as a human being. And I think a lot of things that came out of it is teaching you who you are, telling you who you are, is whether you want to believe that that's who you really are or not. And it's definitely not the submissive role that we're learning through Christianity. It's not that at all, from what I've been seeing.
I'm gonna say this, and not to cut you off. It's not Christianity is not what's submissive. It's how it's taught. It's who teaches it.
Okay.
Because every religion that you talk about comes off of that Bible.
Well, what I mean,
it's like an umbrella off of that one book.
I think what I mean about Christianity,
it's just how it's being taught.
Okay, that's one. But
because listen, that the white Christians don't have the same motive and same ambition as the black Christians. Why is that? They teaching it from the same book. You see what I'm saying? It's coming from the same Bible. Mm-hmm. The United States ain't gonna allow but what they want in this country, biblically. They're not gonna allow the rest of the books that's missing from the Bible. You do know that, right? You do know there's a lot of books that's missing. Right. So they're not gonna never allow those books in this country. But even with the books that they did allow, it still does not line up with the motive, the attitude and the temperament of a lot of people who follow it.
I appreciate them for keeping the Song of Solomon in there, though. That was a good one. Appreciate it.
Say
Thank y'all.
appreciate that.
Thank y'all very
Hey,
much.
and Proverbs.
I can slide up in that thing, read
Yeah.
that Bible, but he said,
The Proverbs.
touched on her breast. And it was, like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. It's in the Bible. I promise you it's in the Bible.
Yeah, he talking about the love song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what I'm going with that is,
You ain't never read Song of Solomon.
No.
Yeah.
It's a love song. It's a love story.
Okay.
okay, I think what I'm going with.
But I like Proverbs because it kind of
It give you the way to be.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it structures you.
Said that word right there. That's been going on. That's what I'm about to say next. What I meant by when I say the Christian way, how the nation, you know, that's exactly going on right now. Okay, because I don't want to keep touching that. Okay, what I mean, I think what I meant by that was when I say when you asked me the question, did I find a way? Did I find a path to put our family on? And I said I started listening a little bit more of the Nation of Islam. Started listening to some of the things that the brothers were saying on there. It was not more okay. For me, it was more. Let me check into it a little bit more before I sell. This is where I would like us at least a path for us to go. It was more of okay. Well, I'm hearing more of I don't hear fairy tales. Let me make sure I say this correctly. I don't hear a lot of the fairy tales that when I'm listening to a lot of Christian pastors or a lot of Christian, and I'm not. This is not directly attacking Christians. I just don't hear what they're saying as being, how we, just and I'm just saying just the whole turn the cheek and be good and all this. I hear more of what we just talked about a few minutes ago about who you are. Take what rightfully belongs to you. You see what I'm saying? I'm hearing more of that. It's more of the equipment strategically.
The thing that I see is the misunderstanding. It's the metaphors.
On the what side?
What you talking about? Fantasy and all those stories. Those are metaphors.
Correct. So, but those are the things that when I challenge the pastors, stop giving them that. Give them what they need to get them out of Egypt. That's always what I always say. Give me what I need give me what I need to get me out of this Egypt. I always say that. Because let's just be for real. I know that we're not supposed to listen to the pastor. We're not supposed to truly put all our belief in a pastor and a man. But if you're gonna be a man of God, then give me what we need. You see what I'm saying? Don't keep giving me what I've already.
It's not. But see, the thing about it though, it's for you to get it though. It ain't for him to give it to you.
I'm not.
You still there? You go with the give me and let me steal mentality, but you get it for yourself.
Jim, let me tell you something. I've been told, I say this is just this on everything. About when me and you have had this conversation. I've always been said and been told when I was in church and wearing my suits out of place. People have always asked me. I don't even talk, so I'm like somewhere in Walmart or Publix, and the first question they ask is, "Are you a pastor?" No. You like a pastor? Why? I don't, and I've always been asked. Even when I was living in a trailer park, my next door neighbor, Miss Diane, bless her, rest in peace. Miss Diane said, "Why?" I see a calling on you to be a pastor, and I'm like, I don't know where you see that at. Because I told Miss Diane, I said, Miss Diane, I tell you one thing, if I was a pastor, I won't have a church or a congregation. And that's real talk, because if I start picking up the Bible, start reading, start researching, and start coming close to God, I'm not going to teach you. I'm not going to talk to you about the same thing all the rest of these folks talk about. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk.
When that mean you talking today, and I was like, all of them ain't like that.
Ain't like that. Correct. We talked. You said that. So
everybody ain't like that.
Yeah, but they still got a church. You have a church for a reason, because if you have a church, then you obviously still running along that sideline. You still running that sideline. You're still, I believe, I'm gonna say that. I think and I believe that somewhere in there, you're still subject to what they're telling you need to be telling the people. Because if you didn't, you would not have a church. It's impossible. If I'm
What
telling
you
you,
mean? You kind of lost me.
okay, if I'm telling you what you need, the tools, and I'm preaching to you, and I'm talking to you, and I'm teaching you the ways to get out of this, and I'm organizing a movement to help fight against a system that is oppressing us, it will be so quick for them to shut me down or find something on me to vilify me in front of the people that I'm trying to organize with. Like, let's just say I am a criminal and I'm in here pastoring, and I got about 3 or 4 felonies on me. Well, that shit might be old as hell, but see, the people that's not there that might don't like felons, or they might have had a felon that do something to their family members, that might touch them in a way to where they won't follow me or talk against me. Just like no different than what Michael Jackson was doing. We find out now that Michael Jackson was at the Never Land Ranch was actually a safe haven for the kids to be at, to keep them food with that Epstein.
See,
to a certain
but see,
point,
that's the thing. Back. That's the thing about it, bro. If every prophet that God sent was always persecuted by man.
Correct. So
my deal, of course.
My deal has always been, and
you
I
can't worry
them,
about that.
They say that.
You can.
But at the same time, me being who I am, and I had to always tell. And this, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this piece is why I always tell them I would not do it, because my deal is I gotta say it. I don't feel my life is worth at this point, because it takes somebody strong as hell to put their life up for the mass, like King did, like
who?
Martin Luther King did, and like Malcolm X did. He gave up his life for his people. See, it's hard for.
So we talked about that. He ain't get it.
Okay, well, I mean, when he sacrificed his life to try to for the people, I guess.
I do not think King went into that thinking that he finna die for this. He really wanted to make a difference in what he was doing and really help guide his people, but he didn't give his life for that.
Well, okay, so what I'm saying is
the devil just took it.
But to do that, you are sacrificing yourself for that to come at you. See what I'm saying?
But see,
I'm not willing to do all that for these.
Okay, so that's the difference, though.
I love my folk, but I ain't trying to sacrifice my
Okay,
folk.
so the thing about it is, when God called you to do something, it ain't about what you want. It ain't about what you going and gonna not do. Either you gonna do it,
or you not,
or you gonna just like you gonna move. He's gonna remove you.
Right.
So if you ever call, people can't tell you that you called. They can't tell you that they see you doing this. That ain't never to do that.
Well, the thing is,
it's for God to tell you that.
Well, the thing is, that's my lineage.
That's what?
That's my lineage. Everybody that before me was a pastor. My dad's dad was a pastor.
Okay, so that could be something that you fight. That might be a calling that God have on you, and you fighting that. You don't know. I don't know, but maybe it is something that you fight because you too tuned into yourself.
I am.
A pastor can't be selfish.
Correct.
You can't be self-centered. You can't be all about me and what's best for me. And no.
Absolutely.
Because it's not about you.
Absolutely.
Everything you do is for God. It ain't even for the people.
Absolutely.
It's for God.
Jimmy, why you not a pastor?
See, EJ, that's why I was going to go with what I did. Thank you for that one. But this is what I'm so see, this is thank you, EJ. But that's the thing. That's the question that was asked again. I had to sit here and think about it like, hey, do I want I know Kevin Cook is that kind of guy who is not going to study no word.
But you the type of guy that God would actually use because of that.
Because I won't study the word.
No, because of the fact that people need to see. We talked about this last week. Sometimes we need to see God in other people, not hear it all the time. Sometimes you get up here, some of these pastors get up here, they intellectual as fuck. They got good vocabulary, they got good charisma. They could draw a room. You know what I'm saying, with their conversation, but it has no anointing on it. It's just all intellect. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't discern that. So God would take a person like yourself into a ministry to help move people so people can see God work. We need to see, like, anytime we living in that, we need to see God do something about the shit we talk about.
So
we need to see that. We see what
now,
I'm
if that's the
saying?
way he want to use me, let him use me.
But he
You know what
can't
I'm saying?
use you because you got guardrails and resistance
Well,
on.
no,
because
no.
you're saying what you're not going to do
No.
and how you're not. You got to surrender yourself and submit yourself to God. That's the only way he can use you.
The thing is, let me tell you now.
That's it.
Now, we might go into a whole nother realm. See, yesterday, I just had a conversation with a truck driver out of Miami, Florida, down
And
there
you
in
with another
Jacksonville. Huh?
And you with another one out of mind before the shout out to 305, baby.
305.
Live in the city.
They just be finding me. I don't know why the 305s be finding me. But me and that brother had a strong, I mean, out the blue, he just started talking to me. He just started telling me his whole life. And I'm saying, like, not sitting here like, why you doing all this? No, I'm listening to him and things that he's saying to me about his life, him being in prison and all this stuff. We just up here gonna be checking out. We dropping off loads and we getting our paperwork. And this turned our way into him telling me about him getting divorced and him being in prison and how the trucking is now, this general conversation. So as I started talking to him outside of, what I had going on, what I was doing, focusing on myself, and one thing I said, I told him, I said, dude, I don't, because I think it was something that came up. It had to do with marriage or a woman or something. And I said, brother, let me tell you something. At this point in my life right now, at 48, dude, I'm rebuilding a lot of folks telling me at 48 it's gonna be hard for you to rebuild. But what they not understanding is the way God has been moving in my life to where I ain't saying it's easy, but it's like take the first step forward and I open the rest of the path up. You just keep going. I'm gonna open the rest of this path up for you. Right. So when you be able to tell somebody how you did all that, all thing gonna say is, God, I don't know how I did.
It ain't gonna be for you. It ain't gonna be for you. Just think about all the prophets that came before. They never really got a chance to enjoy the mission that they was on.
And that's where I'm at, right there with it. And I told Buddy, I said, man, the path that I'm on right now, dog, I might not even be able to see to enjoy the back end of it. My son will probably be the one to take all that and enjoy it. But at the same time,
or the vice versa.
Right, or the vice versa. And I said,
or he'll take your curses.
And I said, the thing is, as long as I keep going and doing what I feel like I'm led to do, even though I sometimes be scared as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But it's like, as long as you keep going and doing what you're supposed to be doing, it'll all work out. It might not work out the way you want it to work out, but it's gonna work out.
So the golden question for you is your replacement when you took your family out of the church, the replacement is what your son is gonna endure. Whatever it is that you replace, he's gonna either do it. Whatever he missed, he's gonna miss it.
Correct.
So as like we talk about this all the time about the man, we had a show last week about masculine men. Masculine men, they cover those areas: spiritual, emotional, protective, financial. Those areas are your responsibility. So if you're not covering that area spiritually, then he's gonna go without.
What's the thing is, I told some of the conversations that men have had with that, I was telling them, look at your mama's gonna want to go to church, your grandmother's gonna want to go to church. Son, you have to go to church within the day to see what's going on. You have to at least know that there is a God that resides within you. You have to know it. Only way I knew that was because I had a church background. So you have to have a church background. So when your daddy started talking to you about some of the things that's going on in your daddy's life, I'm always mentioning God in it. So my prayer has always been, Lord, I'm gonna talk enough about you to my son that he knows that he's gonna have to know that you are real. Because anything that I manifest, anything that comes forward, and you see the fruitation of what your dad has been talking about, I'm gonna always say that nobody but God has done that for your dad. You have to know that that's the same God that you're gonna be praying to when you start hearing in church that there is a God. You might not be listening about what you might be like. I went through church. Honestly, y'all, everything was a blur.
So you,
honestly, yes. I was just
so you was
there.
in that sleep.
Yeah, eating candy and all that shit. You know
Look
what
at
I'm
that
saying?
Sister Glory booty.
Look,
with
so was I. So
no,
was I.
no,
I ain't even gonna lie.
no.
So was I.
you
No.
didn't say it on that.
No,
You look at that Sister Glory booty when she got up with paying the time.
we was kids. You a little horn dog. You a horn dog. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Don't start. Don't act like that. Don't act like I'm the only one that see shit like
He's a
that.
little mad.
You ain't nothing but a horn.
Maddish little boy.
We don't give it. We
Look.
don't give Elvis credit over here. Though.
Come on.
Look, I don't want to cut you off, but I do have a question because I'm a little confused. So you said you took your family out of the church, but you didn't know what to replace it with. So when you took them out of the church, so you're not saying you didn't believe in God, you just didn't believe in the way the pastor was teaching about God. Is that what it is? And then what did you do? Take it and decided to teach yourself and to teach your kids the way you think about it?
But before you answer, sir,
Okay,
before you answer,
go ahead.
I need the claps or something on that. Coco, that was great interview. That was great, man.
really
I'm
wanna
talking
know.
about that was top tier segue. I want to give you your props,
Okay,
man.
well, thank
You
you.
did a good job on that. And yes, I'm being extra on purpose, but you
Right.
that was because
Then we sit there thinking.
great
Right.
job. You know what I'm saying? How could I get in there and do it? You
Yeah.
She got
Because
Oh,
I
you
needed
did
to
it.
know. I
ain't
mean,
even tried it.
that's why that's the host right there, y'all. That's why.
because I get what you're saying. I get all that, but it's just throwing a few things are throwing me off with what you're saying. So I really want to know. I'm interested to know.
Okay. I'm gonna answer that. Y'all know the story of Moses. Y'all do know the story of Moses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which part? Because it's a lot of shit. The nigga did. I mean, like, it's a lot of shit.
Well,
He said
There was
Moses,
a lot
okay.
with Moses. Which
So
part?
we do know that when Moses was leading people out of Egypt and he was leading to the promised land, that there were many questions, just like you just asked, that was asked to Moses also.
Okay.
And it was more of, damn it, quit asking questions, just follow.
Okay.
Moses, for all we know, Moses, I don't think, well, and you might confirm that he did, but I never saw that Moses had an actual plan the way he went. He just went to where God led him. And the people had to trust that he was leading them in the right way. Even though they was asking questions and acting like a bunch of, that was, I'm tired of this. We've been out here for this long. Where we going? When we gonna get there and all this stuff? Just like little kids in the back seat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where we going? But you doing the drive. They ass ain't driving. Your ass riding. So if you riding, get them. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So with that, to answer your question, I was more of okay, like I don't know. I don't know why I don't know, but something just telling me this ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and I think that when and even to this day, looking at my life now, I still ride on that. I don't know, but as it's moving along, it's like it's being revealed.
Okay.
And every time and the things that I really want to happen, it's like, okay, they're happening.
Okay.
That in
When I
itself,
speak
though,
it's like
implies what? That implies faith.
that's faith.
And so, with her second part of that question, was it taking it away from the church or taking it away from that specific church?
Yeah.
It wasn't that specific church. It was more of taking it out of church, period. Because I'm like, remember I said
Was
earlier.
it taken away from Christianity?
No. It was just taken away from church, period. Because my deal was, like I said earlier, every church we started visiting, it was the same thing. So to do a reset, to know what you really need out of it, you have to be pulled out of it. It's no different than a crackhead being in a crack house. If you keep putting a crackhead in a crack house, eventually he's going to start back doing crack again. You can't get off crack if you're living and still hanging around a bunch of crack addicts.
Terrible comparison, though.
Hey, but it's but it's a powerful. We know it's a pop. Rick James said it's a hell of a drug.
Right.
So we already know.
That's
That's the reason why I
comparison.
went there, because I'm like, that.
So the tradition of church was a drug. It wasn't about what the Bible is supposed to be about.
Correct.
It
We see
became
right now who would sit up here if you said something about their church, they're about to jump on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you said things about their pastor, they're about to jump on you. So That's no different than a crackhead. I'm trying to take this crack from you without giving you the proper measurements to get off the crack. You want to jump on me. You want to shoot me. You're robbing.
But you do
You're
know,
breaking my house.
but you do know, there's no, if you're trying to reach people, you don't degrade what it is they believe in.
No, I never
You
degrade.
do know that.
I don't degrade the church. I've never
Right.
done that. I said that for me and mine. Let me
No,
take
you,
us
I
out
know.
of
I was
here
just
because
responding to the analogy to using with the crack and the pastor and the church. If you say something about people church, you say something about their pastor, they ready to jump on you.
Is
So
that
I
not
take
true,
that
though?
as you making a derogative statement about the church and
No,
a
okay, I
derogative statement
understand.
as
To
the
make them
pastor to
want to
make them
jump
want to
at you.
jump on you,
No,
right?
it's just something as simple as revealing truth when you know truth and you see what's going on in the church. But you
Okay, but what's your truth? We talked about this Friday. None of us truly knows what we believe is the truth.
It's the truth.
We don't.
That's where faith comes.
We don't.
Like EJ just said, we don't know. No, nobody come down and say, "Listen, this is the way. Christianity is the way. The Muslim, this is the way. Buddha, this is the way." All of us has a common goal, and that's to get to God,
Enlightenment.
to hopefully to be pleasing to God, to where we are able to inherit the kingdom, right, after death, and then have a little bit here on earth. That's what the prayer say, right? So we don't have to die to have our kingdom. We can actually have it here on
We
earth.
have it here on earth.
So
So
as long as we live according to God's law.
But to his point, right? I can see where you're coming from because a lot of times, and I've been in church my whole entire life. I damn near almost was born. I almost came out the pussy on choir stand. You know what I mean? Just being for real, for real. Literally, she was having contractions, singing.
You say your mom was a pastor.
Yeah.
Your mom was a pastor anyway.
So cool.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
Damn near almost dropped me off. She had me like 45 minutes later.
Right.
So the problem is, to your point, is like there's a pastor that I know that's here in this area, right? If I said the things that I knew, I know the backlash would be so bad. But it is my truth, and I know these things, right? Okay. And I know this ain't no I'm guessing. This ain't no nothing. This is I know.
Right.
Give you an example. This is the type of guy, he's always there for the photo ops, but he's rarely ever there for the actual work to be done. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker chat GPT and sermons. You want to know how I know? Because I can take my chat GPT and while you're talking, I can record it and say, hey, is this something that somebody did? And then the thing will respond, this is most likely a this due to this, this, and this. This terminology is something that a normal human being does not do or does not da and stuff like that.
Right.
When I do it, and I've done it with other people and different things that I hear or whatnot. And it's like, oh no, that's most likely a human. This mannerisms match,
Right.
These shits do crazy stuff, by the way. Just they know how you speak, they know your inflections, they know all this stuff. So
they study your algorithm.
If I told people this, people gonna get in their feelings. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna get the backlash because why are you coming at this person or why are you whatever. To your point. So if you see this type of stuff, right? Now I've had to realize that church hurt in general and all of this stuff. When I see this, it's not the church, it is the specific people. So I always still remember the part of the Bible, the Christianity, I'm going to research for myself, like Jimmy talks about and stuff like that. Cool. So I don't have to listen to you. It's fine. You do your thing.
Right.
But if I'm here or if I'm there, wherever this I'm at, it's me and my understanding also directly with God. We don't need a mediator anymore. You know what I'm saying? Coming into the New Testament, we don't need a mediator. We don't need anybody to pray over us. We don't need anybody to give blessings like the Catholics and shit. We still doing that. So now with that understanding, I can move better. But to you saw certain things, right? You seen it.
Right.
You decided to remove your family. But just like you were saying, if you had a spoke about it, how you do, they want to jump on you. Why you saying that? But that could be his truth. that he
Right.
sees and that he knows through his research.
But only thing that I said with him, he didn't know what it was. So if you don't know, then what are you at? What movie?
Feelings.
I mean,
It
like I
could-
said,
it's
something-
Y'all talked
something
about
you cannot-
intuition, right?
Correct.
Right.
Something
Y'all
you
believe in
cannot
intuition.
see.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Even
I-
you said to a
Right.
certain degree, you believe in intuition and gut feelings and things like that, right?
Discernment.
Yeah, discernment.
Right.
So if that discernment was given to you, this ain't right.
It's not-
My only
that's
thing
why I
is
said
it's not Christianity as a whole that's not right. It's most likely it's those churches that you
something
went to.
It's the
And
church, it's the church that I'm gonna say it was more of the whole. It was some of the churches I went to, but at the same time, it was still something in my spirit that said it's not right. And sometimes I can't, sometimes I could just bypass it. But I know in my past that when I bypass what went on in my spirit, I should have went with what the hell was in my spirit that stood talking to me. See, and the things that I listen to in my spirit, it always comes back to like it confirmed it, and it was a reward for listening to that. Listen to that. See, and I mean because and it may not be y'all may not be able to relate to some of the stuff that
I understand exactly what you're saying. I guess I'm not clear as Nika was on her question.
I'm still not clear
I
because
understand what you're saying because I kind of did the
so is
same
it the
thing, but I had
teaching
something
that's the
that
problem?
God gave me. God didn't. I just feel like this, and I'm not saying anything towards you, any shot towards you, but I do feel like when God removes you or takes something from you, when God does it, God always gives something in place of it. Now, when we do it our own, we don't know what's going in place because sometimes your intuition could not be as real as you think it is. It could just be your self-centeredness and your selfishness and your what they call your defiance. Your defiance. You see what I'm saying? Of what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? So I know because I went through the same. You know that you went through that whole Liberty University course with me. You know that biblical theology class. You went through the whole thing with me, and I explained to you. You know what I'm saying, what it was that God was doing for me during that time. God was revealing things to me through my studying that I needed in order to relate to my kids and my family and to lead my family with it. Because I took something from my family, especially my wife, that she actually grew up and believed in. And so she was like, well, you going to do this, then where we going? Where we going? And you can't blame her for wanting to know where we going.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, this where we going. I had the answer.
Yeah.
This is where we going. This is what we finna do.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Okay.
Sway, you ain't got. I'm sorry. Trigger me.
I mean, I get what you're saying, and I ain't, knocking anything you saying, but because I went through that same thing somewhat. But like I say, it was something in place, and I get the same thing you get. Like they were saying, because I'm just that type of person that I'm gonna challenge you. That's why I don't mind being challenged. But because I'm gonna challenge you. You know what I'm saying? When a pastor say certain things about certain things that I say or do, I'm gonna challenge you.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what
I'm
I'm saying?
confused because you said you would never study the Bible, but how can you?
No. I said I would. What I mean by I would never, I mean it's more of like past. It's like I guess I said I never. Oh.
We gonna get that. We gonna get it straight.
We gonna get it straight. We gonna get it straight. We gonna get it straight.
Because I'm like, how can you go to your son and tell him about God? Because that's why I was confused that you took him out to church, but you're not saying you don't believe in God. But if you don't study the Bible, how can you know where you're going? Like, don't you still have to study
No.
the Bible?
No.
Okay.
No, especially if God have a calling on your life.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
God will reveal things to you. That's why I don't believe when people prophesize over you and tell you things.
But see,
that
but you
God
have
had
to
said.
study the Bible though, because didn't you say that there's a book a book of the Bible that tells you everything you need to know? Like, why wouldn't I want
No,
to study that?
no, it's not. No,
I
you
think
kind of. If I
You see what I'm
said it, I
saying?
might
Like,
have
yeah.
been
No.
stroking
He's talking about
Yeah.
Proverbs and that it can give you
instruction.
some instructions
Right.
on
Right? Yeah,
Correct.
specific things.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
I was like,
Oh, yeah, because
I ain't
yeah, I
really-
thought you were
My
saying
boy
if
said,
you
I ain't
read
say
the
that shit. What
Bible,
you talking about? What you
No.
talking about?
you said if you read
You
the
see that look he
Bible,
said?
Yeah.
I was lost. I was like, did I say that?
I'm sorry.
I had a couple
You said
drinks.
if you read the Bible, it'll tell you everything everything you should know. Like it'll tell you
It'll-
who you are, right?
I think what he
That's
said.
the part you
It
said, right?
reveals your identity.
It reveals your identity.
Right.
So you would want to read the Bible for that reason, right?
You would,
You would. Correct.
of course.
Well, I think what he
But
was
what-
going with
But what
that
he's
was
talking about is totally
it's
different.
totally different.
Right.
That's what
Okay.
he was because when he asked that when he came back and asked me that, it's when we gave him information. He was saying, I believe you were saying, well, Cook, when I took my family out of church, I had a course of where we were going.
Right,
Okay.
right.
See, for me, it was like for me on my end, it's like when I said I did not have a course, mine
Right.
was more of a spiritual deal. And he
Okay.
gave an explanation of what that may have been versus spiritual. I'm like, well, I can't agree with that because
Possibility, yeah.
possibility. But
Right.
I'm like, well, it's exactly what that is. It's a possibility.
Possibility, right.
See, so
Okay.
I can't say that. And that's why I threw Moses out there. I'm like, well, people might have thought the same. We don't know. We weren't right there when Moses was leading people out of Egypt. We don't know. We don't know what was going on. We don't know the conversations. We only saw what was in the book. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it did state that people were complaining.
They were cutting up.
It was cutting up. And like some ass. Like,
Yes, sir.
it
Yes,
did
sir.
state that. So that gives me the illusion that people did ask questions.
They wanted to
And
go
he
back.
did- they
Someone
wanted-
wanted to go back.
Someone want to go back.
They want to go back.
Because they didn't know where they were going. But the thing is, if I'm leading you and I'm your husband, I'm leading you, then I already expect you to have all them questions. I already expect you to not want to follow me where I'm going. But my deal is, if this is truly from God and I'm believing this is truly God, I can't even answer the question. I don't know what God got me doing.
Okay.
I really
Okay.
don't.
You got
Okay.
a point.
But if it
Okay.
happens and it comes out in a positive way, Lord, thank you. If it doesn't, then God, I'm willing to step and say, okay, I fucked up.
I
I mean,
get
that's even with the
Okay.
and I'm saying even with this, and I'm gonna give an example, like with this COVID shot deal when the COVID was going around. I'm telling you, I got my ass ringed about that for the COVID
you
shot.
didn't get the shot.
Oh my hell no! And I didn't get my son the shot, and I had to stand on it. I told her, I said, let me tell you something. If something happens to my son right now,
Yeah.
Lord forbid, I am willing to take the hit for that and say that this was my fault. I fucked up. But the fact that it did happen to him, and he got sick with a little cold, but he had COVID. He had
Right,
a
of
damn
course.
cold.
Who
Everybody
took-
had COVID,
EJ,
no
you
matter
took
what
the
kind of
shot?
cold you get.
Hell the fuck no. I look,
What's that?
look, the military
No.
shot me
I
up with
did.
enough stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I was good with all of that.
Yeah.
I wish a nigga would try to. Luckily, I ain't have to deal with it. I would have quit that day. I got to do what?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, bet. I got whatever PTO I had would have been used,
to
and then that's the day I would have quit.
Right.
I got
So to say
my
that,
dumb ass
and-
took the shot.
I took
Yeah.
I was in healthcare. We had to take it.
Y'all
They
had-
made, they
I
made
took
us
the
take
and
shot.
she did
I took
too.
the shot
So I
because my
couldn't be mad.
father-in-law was like, he just like, Jimmy, look, man, hey, y'all got the baby.
it. Talked you into it.
Yeah, he took the shot, and I said, this man ain't got 80-something years old.
I
being
remember me and
stupid.
you having that talk about
That's what I
that. We
said. I
talked
said, this
about
man, 87, 80, I think at the time he was 84, 83 years old. I said, you think I'm finna listen to him?
that. Right.
I feel-
We talked about
Yeah,
it.
I'm finna listen
Yeah.
to my father-in-law and do it because,
Well, you said your father-in-law.
yeah,
You said in-law.
in-law.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you said in-law.
In-law.
And you ain't say your daddy.
My father, hey, listen, my father-in-law like my pop, man. He, you know what I'm saying? Me and him was here.
I think your red dad would be like, boy, you better take that. You know, I
My
read
dad,
that real
see,
old
my,
school
my
as a
dad,
fuck.
my daddy probably would have not, you know what I'm saying?
And
That's
defiance.
why
Active defiance.
he left this world early because he would take his ass to the doctor.
Jimmy.
I'm that same motherfucker. Let me say something. I'm that same guy.
Hey,
But, because I had the
This
same
is the
daddy.
father-in-law lady you with now.
yeah.
I mean, my parents.
I mean, he's
both
trying
of
to
my
make your life
parents took it.
easier because I get it, but
Yeah.
Listen, man.
no.
I don't know.
If
Both
my
my parents.
father
took
out
it.
here right now, he'd tell you that Jimmy is stand-up dude. He had respect for me. I had respect for him. I respected him, you know what I'm saying, as a man. He respected me as a man. We never had.
I hope mine die tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Fuck that nigga.
I get
He was just in the hospital a couple days ago for congestive heart failure, and I hope that motherfucker die tomorrow.
What?
Damn.
Fuck
dog.
him.
Oh,
Jesus,
come
is
on.
that
Fuck
bad?
him.
Allegedly.
Fuck Jeffrey.
Allegedly.
Fuck Jeffrey
Allegedly.
Brown. Fuck
Oh
that
my
nigga.
God.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Fuck him.
But I said it to say this. When that, that.
Fuck
this-
Jeffrey Brown.
Oh
I
my
make sure
God.
that y'all know his name.
Please.
But, going back to the question. But going back to the question, it was one of the things where
Called me foolish
for
in the
me,
text just the other day because he mad.
hey, it was one of the things where I had to stand up and say, well, hey, if something happens with my son, and that's everybody on the book knows that boy is my pride and joy. Everyone knows that. That's my only son. And if I'm willing to take a risk with me and my only son, if we die, me and him gone together. Your ass still here. See what I'm saying? But I'm willing to say I will stand up against that because
Right.
I'm putting me in my son. I'm sacrificing my life and my son. Lord, what better sacrifice?
Well, you went
is
with
that?
your discernment then.
You see
Your
what I'm saying?
discernment said,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't get your son. You went with it.
And
Y'all want to
and
know what
so-
my discernment tell me?
Oh
What that?
Lord.
Fuck Jeffrey Brown.
Oh,
Oh, man, go.
Y'all keep falling for it. Don't keep doing
Hey,
it.
so we gonna have a show about Jeffrey Brown.
Jimmy Brown, yeah.
Yeah.
What,
and-
in-laws?
and in-laws.
In-laws?
Well, I get
Ooh,
listen.
we
I
Oh my God.
But now-
Ooh.
I get along with my in-laws. They, I love them. They seem like they love me. They ain't had no issue with none of my in-laws, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law.
Man, my mother-in-law sued me, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man.
Jesus.
Fuck that
So
bitch, too.
a mother-in-law and the father-in-law?
Yeah. And they not even together.
And they ain't together.
They ain't together. Can I get into it, y'all? We're going to do this another show.
It would be collective.
It had to be
It would be
some.
collective. It was
It had to be
two
some.
households.
You got
Yeah,
to
they two separate households.
You got to be
collective.
cut up.
Fuck over you.
Yeah.
You got to
They
be
just
cut
both
up.
don't like me.
It had to
You
be
got
some.
You doing something. You doing something.
Bruh.
For
I'm
both.
just, okay. Who I am is who I am, bruh. You know what I'm
They
saying?
just don't like you.
Listen, okay.
Oh my God.
With I
Do I got time today?
Oh,
Or y'all want me to do this?
Hey, we ain't on the time. Friday. I ain't got to work tomorrow.
So father-in-law, you know what I'm saying, ain't never really been in her life for real. Okay, he was in jail back in the day, whatever.
Hold
whatever.
up. You
almost
sure
the
your
same story.
wife okay with you putting up
Yeah, because
business out here? 'Cause
This me.
I don't want her to report my page.
This me. All
We
right.
would put this on hot seat page.
Hot seat
We did-
page.
Right.
All right, I bring. You know, I'm gonna wait to bring you over there. Yeah, that's what's up. All right, I wait to bring you over there.
To see
All right.
you report my or Jeffrey Brown report my.
Jimmy Brown was
We off the air for 2
hot
weeks.
seat.
Yeah, we
Hey.
off the air for 2 weeks.
Hey.
You got to come on in here.
With a crackhead.
Okay,
ass.
we ain't gonna have no choice.
We
then.
talking about them crackheads and stuff like that with the
Oh,
crackhead
my
ass.
So it's like that.
Please,
Leave them alone.
y'all.
Stall them out.
Jimmy Brown did that.
But we did have another topic that we got so far away from it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, if you want to save it for, maybe
But-
save it for Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. We might have to say.
Yeah.
I'm okay with doing this
Boy,
Sunday.
Ryan say I go through with my in-law. They
Oh
better.
Lord.
Oh,
He said
He
they
said they
got
devil and they
dementia.
got-
He said they got dementia.
Big homie, I be praying for you, big homie, man. I know what I don't know what you're going through. I can't say because I ain't been there, but I can.
Well, I know what you're going through, my boy. I can
Right.
say it because
Yeah,
I got you.
I be praying for you, big homie. I know how it is, especially when they at the house with you,
Mm.
in
Oh,
your
nah,
safe space.
Oh, that's different.
Mm.
man. I don't
You
know
know what I'm
that.
saying?
I
That's-
was-
That's kind of rough.
Man, I'm talking about come
That's
home
kinda
in the
rough.
morning.
Yeah.
In my mindset, I'm gonna pull up in this driveway. Go ahead and get me something to eat.
I'm just
chill in
blessed.
my-
I'm
I'ma
just
chill in my
blessed.
natural.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm
Yeah.
blessed.
Pull up
I
your
don't
car
have
driveway.
those.
Yo, wait a minute. Why I didn't know that you was gonna be here
Mm.
for the next 4-5 hours? How about I want to just come off the road, come home and decompress?
I thought you and your mother-in-law was straight at one time, wasn't you?
I mean, We were straight. We are straight.
It didn't get like that till you know.
No. I mean, you know how there are things that happen that you just don't speak on.
Right, okay.
That's how it is. It was like, you know, little things
a lot
like
of
that.
shit was going on.
Yeah,
You
and
been
I'm like,
keeping
let me
you
just, you
tucking
know, it's your mama.
Yeah.
It's your mama. But it's like, nigga, you want to come home and walk around with your t-shirt on and your goddamn boxes on?
Who?
He's talking about himself.
Myself.
Oh, okay.
Shit,
That's
and
a
I can't come
goddamn
home and,
mom was doing that.
no, hell no. But I'm saying that I might want to come home and get comfortable. It's your house. You should be able to
Right.
get comfortable in your house.
And he said mother-in-law at
And
the house
mother-in-law
when he
at
said
the
come
house.
home.
My
Yeah.
mother-in-law
Yeah.
went into
Yeah.
the whole Tom's
Yeah.
factory
Let's just
and
try
said,
this. I might
talk
wanna
shit
come-
about me.
I might want to come home and blow.
She went into the factory.
Let's just say this right
What's
here.
your mother-in-law name? No, I'm sorry. What am I thinking about? We live.
We live. That
We
shit.
ain't finna do that.
Hey, let me go.
Don't tell her.
Yeah. Hold off on this.
Don't
NJ,
tell
you
her.
finna
Don't
start
do
some
it.
shit.
Don't do it.
But I'm saying this, like, say you done been on the road, but just say you out the street. Y'all already know. I know everybody in this room that had I gotta blow the bathroom up moment. Everybody has had that shit. When you on the edge of your seat
All
and
the
you
time.
hauling ass, and you on the brink of the fucking destruction. And when you pull that
He said the
driveway,
brink of destruction.
the damn cars in the driveway. Man, I can't even go. Oh God, damn! I can't even go ahead and do my thing.
You
see what I'm saying?
still have to do it. She just gotta.
I mean,
gotta suffer.
correct, but I don't want you knowing me like that. Your daughter might know me like that, but I don't need you knowing me like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
I
I'm
understand.
I'ma
saying
throw that
like you
thing,
still
I'm-
gotta do it.
Boom,
I
boom.
understand, but at the same time, it just fucks up your first way be fucked up. Well, my first way be fucked up.
What you doing?
We gonna get into this.
You wanna
right
touch on
quick.
it?
We gonna touch on
Okay.
it for a
He
minute.
want to touch on
So
it.
I'm gonna play the video. Y'all won't see it, but y'all will hear it. So we're gonna play the video, then we're gonna come out of the video on top of that about 10, 15, 20 minutes at the most.
I bet.
Taking the identity of the
10,
hoes
15, 20
while still
minutes
trying to
at the
claim
most.
yourself to be a
I
quote unquote
bet.
good woman.
Hoes ruined everything for us good women. Yes, I will repeat that statement. The hoes ruined everything for us women who did shit righteously. Dude, I can't even say I have a social media account without somebody going like, oh, OnlyFans. I can't even post a picture of me at Nobu without someone being like, oh,
Taking
sugar
the
daddy.
identity of the hoes
Thanks a lot.
while still trying to claim yourself to be a quote unquote good woman.
Hoes ruined everything for us good women. Yes, I will repeat that statement. The hoes ruined everything for us women who did shit righteously.
They fly out, they do
I can't even say I have a social media account without somebody going like, oh,
started
OnlyFans.
wanting.
I can't even post
the
a picture of
lifestyle
me at
that hoes
Nobu
got.
without someone being like, oh,
That's the reason
sugar
why
daddy.
everything's so fucked now.
Thanks a lot.
Everybody's dressing like the hoes. Everybody's talking like the
Hoes
hoes.
ruined everything for
Everybody
us
is
good women.
doing everything that the hoes are doing
ruined
now.
everything
Nobody
for
can
us
tell that
women
if they get
who did shit
There
right.
used to be a
I can't
distinction
even
between the
say
two.
I have a social media
Good
account.
girls and hoes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now
I
everybody
can't
looks the
even post a
same.
picture
How
of
you
me
expect a man to
without
even be
someone
able to
being like,
tell
oh,
that you're not a hoe when you looking like
Thanks a
one,
lot.
you're acting like one, you're talking like one,
Hoes ruined everything for us
being
good women.
transactional like one, requesting things like one. Like y'all did this to yourself. There used to be y'all
I
wanted
can't even say I have a social media
good
account.
girls and hoes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now everybody
Okay.
All right, so if you hopefully that everybody heard we heard about the 304 hoes, women looking like hoes, dressing like hoes. Everybody now look like a hoe, but they don't want to classify themselves as a hoe. And that was the other part of the show about women that dress provocative. Why a lot of women say men are insecure because they don't want their women dressing, too provocative or too sexy, however they want to put it in terms or whatever. So I would say, people wear uniforms for identity.
Well,
That's the reason why they made uniforms. So I think some women there's a difference between dressing sexy and dressing hoish.
Uh-oh.
Good Lord, this boy.
No, I done fixed all this. Stop doing all that.
Yeah, he didn't have too much of that crown over there.
Oh, he didn't have the crown.
But like I say, look at this. You see why I want You see why I want
I
the
see why
cords
you
in
want
there?
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
say everything that go that way. You either got to go around the base, you got the baseboard, or be cordless. But anyway,
But y'all ain't see them reflexes though. Y'all ain't see
I
that
seen
though.
it. I
Y'all
seen
said-
it.
You caught it. You caught it. You caught it.
Go ahead.
But, so like I say, I don't care too much for too revealing women that's too revealing. I mean, I think it's attention seeker. I think women that especially like some of the women wear the shirts with all of the titties out. You get down there see the brown part around the nipple.
Right.
Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all. Appreciate
You know what I'm
y'all.
saying?
Appreciate y'all
So,
though.
Yeah.
I don't care too much for that. So
Ryan said, "Don't dress to show it off. I like to use my imagination, look at the curves through the dress and jeans." Absolutely. I mean, that's the way I think when I dress. Because I know it looks right on my body, and it's just going to. I can still accentuate places on my body without being revealing. And I've been told that before that people have liked the way I dress because I'm not revealing, but it still has that sexiness to it. So that I mean, when I go out or when I'm at the club and I'm at work, that's how I like to dress. That's how I like to look. But I can still get the same attention without being revealing.
well, I mean, I ain't never seen you wear
No,
nothing
you haven't
look
seen
hoish.
my
I ain't seen
yeah.
the club outfit.
No, you ain't seen the club outfit.
Yeah, my club days.
I have.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
well,
he's
EJ
seen
had to
club
speak on that.
outfits.
What it look like, EJ?
She still is presentable. Even at her worst is some of them best.
They best. That's what they go on job
Yeah.
interviews. And
This will
work.
exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I can vouch for that 100% before I even came to the podcast.
But
And I used to be in that bitch promoting or doing stuff Friday, Saturday, sometime on a Thursday. So 2-3 days a week kind of thing.
So basically, you be in the club still very presentable.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah, have to.
What's up?
So what? But
Still
that,
have club like attire on, but
so
still.
we probably wouldn't need you for this conversation. We need somebody who.
No, you need somebody.
Let's find a 304.
We need a 304. We need a 304 for this one right here.
Somebody who's gonna get
But-
the fuck like, you saw me like this. You met me
Right,
this way,
you
I'm
met
not
me
changing
like
my
this.
clothes.
She right
Yeah.
though. But
Yeah,
she right.
she is right.
But she right. If that,
She right.
She's absolutely right.
She's absolutely right.
She is.
If you got it like that, then hey,
Better keep it.
Nah, I can change it.
yeah,
I can change it.
No, you
ain't
can't.
I can change it. Remember?
No, you can't.
it ain't gonna happen.
And-
There's
and
always
if it
somebody in
does-
that group, remember? That's why I said I could change it.
And
Bruh.
maybe temporarily.
She ain't met nobody like
Maybe
me.
temporarily.
I
It
don't
ain't
even
gonna be
think it's
long
gonna work
term.
temporarily. I don't think it'll work.
Yeah, I think they will temporarily. I think
You
they'll
think so?
try, but
Yeah.
that's not them. When it's not you, you can't keep it up.
Keep it up.
So they'll try to.
So
do
what
it
does
for
a
you.
hoe look like? Because that was the video was about
The thing
the
is,
look of a hoe.
the main part that I wanted to touch on is there is an epidemic where good girls now want to be hoe adjacent,
Okay.
right? They want to be close to the hoes.
Mhm.
They want to enjoy, like the one that the lady said on there, the lifestyle of a hoe,
Mhm.
but they don't quite want to be a hoe.
Right.
That invites
What's that look like?
that's why they start wearing all the stuff that they wear. They
Correct.
start moving their
want
line.
They
They
want
more
attention
yes.
Correct.
like a hoe, but they don't want to.
They're not gonna
act
actually
of a hoe.
drop
They
it
don't.
to the flow, you know,
They
and,
don't want to set it out.
yeah.
Correct.
Well,
They ain't
that's-
gonna sell it directly.
Yeah, that's
You know
where
what I'm
the
saying?
whole.
But they're gonna be
saying-
with the ones that do it. They're gonna wear the stuff that they wear. They're gonna start all of this stuff. They're gonna be close, right? They're gonna be with them.
Oh,
They might not be with them when they do it, but they're gonna be with them. Cause see, we have to be honest, and there's something that people do not want to talk
They
about.
don't want to be honest.
Birds of a feather truly do tend to flock together. All right.
I get that.
And
get
and
that.
and
I
so
get that.
whenever I want to upgrade myself, I go and I find niggas that I feel are at a higher level than me, and I try to put myself with them, around them. I try to say, hey, I want to learn what you have, and I'm gonna put myself there because I want to be that bird
The
in
rub
that
off.
flock,
Right.
right?
Correct.
Right. I get that.
Well, you got a point there.
sometimes I want to go a little to the other way. And there's a group of motherfuckers that I go and I start spending some more time with when I want to be a little, on some bullshit from time to
That's
time.
right.
Because they can always know where the bullshit at. And so when I want to get into some bullshit, I
You
go
know where to
hang with
go.
them
Hang
niggas.
with them niggas.
And
They
that's
got
just
all
how
the
it goes.
It
So
is, I
when you
get it.
want to be a hoe, or when you want to be hoe
Hang with your
adjacent,
hoish
you
ass
go
friends.
exactly. And we got to stop pretending.
That they
Well,
ain't
I
hoes.
don't do that just because she might do it.
Goddamn
Don't
lie.
mean fuck out of here. Okay,
Sometimes.
it's still gonna bring up the percentage of the chance. I got friends that they lady don't really like me because of what I do and who I'm around, and their reasoning is the exact same reason. But EJ be around a lot of women though. You know what I'm saying? I know you gonna be if you with him. He always at some event. He always around the women. He have 5, 6 women on the podcast at one time. Like I don't want you to put you in that situation. Yada yada yada. It's the same fucking thing.
But
Go
EJ,
ahead,
I'm
Cook.
coming to your podcast sooner or later.
He said he about ready to be around the shenanigans.
I was like, you know, the EJ done.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
get my
hey.
number, hit me up.
Yeah.
And I did never do it. But then I started watching some EJ's.
Maybe
Like,
you
oh,
do need to step up in there. That was the thing.
But see, then I had to narrow it down. I said, I thought EJ was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He ain't no goddamn Atlanta.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Shit. Okay, so you really love him. Okay.
Yeah.
EJ, I was not thinking
Like
about
that.
that.
That makes it even
I
better.
say
Yeah.
Atlanta on the thing
I
so
ain't
that
even-
way it'll get pushed to the
I
Atlanta
ain't
market.
but I ain't
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
I ain't even say it like that. with
I
your
know what you
eyes.
mean,
You're
though,
right.
but bro,
Yeah.
the truth is the truth,
That
bro.
bullshit.
Please.
I said that man ain't in Atlanta.
Oh,
He right down
Oh
the
my
street.
God.
He ain't too far from me.
Well, that's kind of what I said.
That's what I said.
Oh
Ain't
my
nobody
God,
said
y'all,
that.
please.
You with that bullshit.
See?
That's that Crown Royal.
Hold on, TJ Steele said it best. That's the
But
mentor guy of mine,
TJ
right?
said 304
304 perks,
bottle pop,
popping bottles.
popping bottles, VIP section,
You know him?
best parties.
That's what they still there.
No, he sang. He was he was with DSOS, the band down Chase of Soul.
Oh, the one that be down there in is that the one that was down there in Atlanta doing the they get to Atlanta doing the old school Saturday.
Yeah, they do stuff like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I know. I don't know. I don't
That's
think I
your-
know him, but I've been out to see the DSOS at the Marriott. Now, is it the Marriott? It's one
The
of them.
Hyatt, I
Mhm.
think.
Hyatt. It's
There he
a
is.
the
Hyatt.
Hyatt.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
him. That's my mentor, guy who's been done a lot of things similar, being in entertainment, then being a husband, having to deal with all that type of stuff. So it's a guy that I talk to a lot,
Yeah.
go to my church. And you see, hey, listen, hoe adjacent. That's what they be.
Oh, adjacent.
You said it.
But when I wanted to learn some stuff,
Yeah.
perfect example, that's who I went to. That's who I
got-
put myself around when I
Listen.
wanted to do better,
That's
when
what
I
I'm
wanted
saying.
to be better.
They wear uniforms for identity.
But there is a saying for those women too. It's like we'll say,
Once a hoe, always a hoe.
no, that's not what I was about to say.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
No. That women want
You a
a
hoe 'cause
sugar
you don't know?
daddy.
Hoes flock together.
No,
You don't know.
can y'all listen?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That women want a sugar daddy, but don't want to give up no sugar.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what they're saying. Like,
Yeah.
you
That's
dress
a
like
nice
it, you
way of
act
putting
like
it.
it.
She took the nicest
I mean,
one.
yeah,
Ain't no
that's
goddamn-
what it
What
is.
trick did
Like,
it say? What trick did it
I
say?
figure she's a hoe, but she can't help it because she don't know it.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm not saying
look, y'all probably got a lot of lyrics for that. Okay, we're not about to go through that today. We ain't about to do it. Oh Lord.
What Trick said.
But yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, I wouldn't see a man wanting.
Why do you think we take a hoe
depends
to the
on
hotel?
Depends on the
Oh.
man though. Depends on
Hotel
the-
everybody,
And get
even
a
the
hoe
man.
cakes.
You know, it's
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
trick.
but
Yo, oh
Hey,
my
yo.
God.
hey, that's a powerful.
Them hoes do run together, dog.
Yeah, they do flock.
They run together.
They do the hoes versus the good
Yeah.
girls. But like you said, the good girls want the attention that the hoes get. Well, they don't actually understand, baby girl. That ain't the attention that you really want.
Just like some thug niggas and shit run together in the back.
Here we go. Thank you. Let's talk about
And
it.
that's where I'm
Gangsters,
going at.
thugs,
Like,
gang-
yeah,
Run
gangsters.
together, like
Oh, you not in the group? Oh,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
not in the
That's
group.
it.
Yeah, we were
He's not
talking
in the
about
group.
that too because
Yeah.
niggas want to be thug adjacent now too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know you ain't about that life.
You out there.
You don't want to. You want the glam, that stuff. But when it come time to shoot, when it come time to go and handle some business,
Yeah, you like what's the name was on Mr. Side? Let me up the car. Let me up the car.
What the name was? Trey.
Yeah.
Trey.
Yeah, Trey
That
was
was
like,
Trey. Yeah.
Let me
out
out,
the car.
man.
'Cause nigga, you ain't about that life.
Trey
You know
wasn't
what
about
I'm
that life. He never really
wasn't
portrayed
about
that.
that.
though.
He never portrayed. So
He was just mad that day. His boy got killed,
It was
but he
emotional.
came to his senses very quickly.
Get me out this
Boys
car.
in the Hood.
Yeah, Boys in the
Oh,
Hood.
Was
okay.
hood.
But let me tell you what's funny about that.
What the name? Cuba Good Jr. Remember
Yeah,
he played
Cuba
the
Gooding
part?
Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was funny about
Morris
that?
Chestnut.
See now,
She remembers more Chestnut. You said that it was thousands
Yeah,
of
he
niggas
was
in there,
rich.
but she remember more Chestnut. More Chestnut.
Yeah.
I remember.
Ricky got his ass shot off. You remember that nigga?
You know, nigga died in that
That
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
remember-
Who was that nigga? Hey,
We remember everybody. It's
Shit.
Ice Cube. It's
That's-
Lawrence
that's-
Fishburne. It's
that's-
Angela Bassett.
you pulling them out hard now. It took you a while.
No.
More Chestnut.
You already said Cuba Gooding Jr. So the next person is Morris
Ice
Chestnut.
Cube.
Ice Cube.
I said Ice Cube. I'm
That
just saying
was-
Ice
you just
Cube.
said
I
it.
just said
He's on the back end, but Morris Chestnut was your first
You said
We already
Morris
had
nuts
this
on your chest. I mean chestnut. That's what you said first.
We already had a discussion about the Chestnut.
Anyway,
What
finish what you were saying, Cook, about the
Idris
finish what you were
Edmund.
saying. What you were saying.
We did that.
Idris Elba. Oh.
Look at that.
It's stupid. But the thing is, like, to what EJ was saying about about that association, it's crazy because me and Jimmy had to talk about the drive, the area that
But no,
the drive that everybody
allegedly.
everybody swear I was from, and I'm like,
Wait, you from the drive?
hell no,
Cook, you from the
for the
drive?
record,
Oh,
I am
Lord.
not from the drive.
Where you from?
That's why you know where my church at. You said it real quick
I
that
did.
time.
He said he used to go there.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was in what they was called the neutral zone. I lived on the other side of Wickham.
Oh.
I just have a lot of partners that I hung with from the drive.
That is the drive, man. Wickham.
No, Wickham, no. The other side was you got Wickham, you got the drive, then you got Evans, which is over here more towards St. Mary's. That was not the drive. They call that more Diamondwood.
Okay, yeah.
D-Wood,
yeah,
yep.
D-Wood
Yeah,
bled
yeah.
over in that area.
Yeah.
But by me being around a
I
lot of
get
the
Diamondwood
drive,
and Bosswood confused.
oh yeah, a lot of people did. But by me being over there, a lot of my partners that I hung with, they were on the drive, and I knew so many people that were from the drive. And hell, a lot of the time,
Half a kid was from the drive.
The drive
from the
starts
drive.
at basically the store.
it starts
That's
from the
pretty
store.
much right round
Yes.
that store
what-
that's
it
on the
starts from
side.
the store,
And then
it's
Talk about
all
the
the
tap
Dawson
room.
States.
before,
It's
yeah,
all
but a
that
little bit
over-
before the first store. That's right off Shadowwood
Twins.
Diamond
And,
on down.
Yeah, and from Alexander, which was right on the corner of Steve Mill
Yep.
and North Star, that's all that down is the drive.
Uh-huh.
Because when you start going
All the way
past
down to
that,
Dawson.
you talk about Columbia Heights then. And see,
That's
that was
Where the park
drive.
is at. Where the park is at.
Correct.
Sure to be. But that's
Sure.
still the drive, Columbia Heights, all that shit was considered the drive.
no, it wasn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, it was not.
I-
Because I'm saying
For us younger ones, it turned into that because everybody's trying to claim it. But you know,
from real talk, from that
Man.
from that OG status that they say out for the drive, it was not the drive. Because when I moved to Columbia Heights,
When I got
they
here,
was telling me I wasn't from the drive no more. Motherfucker, I just bought a house over here. What the fuck are y'all talking about? It was crazy. They're like, I just live over here. And plus, I still had my guys, Andre Miles, Kanye Jackson, Desert Core Proof, and what I'm gonna go back.
I ain't from there because I don't know the folks.
I don't know why he
I don't know. But I got you.
But they were from Columbia Heights.
Columbia Heights.
So those are the guys. When I started, my daddy's best friend was Andre Miles' dad. So by us hanging out with them at that time, that's how I started going to St. James because that's where they went to church at. So from being over there, people started.
That turned right there on the drive.
It's on the drive, correct?
That
But-
turned right there by Chester's, ain't it?
It's no, it's
They
by
went down
Chester.
to Chester.
No,
It's close, but
it's right beside.
It's on down the
Alexander.
street a bit.
Literally, Alexander and St. James is right there. Like Alexander here on
Alexander
North
what?
Star,
The street.
the grocery store.
Oh.
There's a grocery store called Alexander. Mr. Alexander lived out there at 431 on your road. No, you want one.
Don't tell that man. Wait.
This nigga,
Don't, man. Don't do that. Everybody.
this nigga dropping goddamn address. You want to give my address? You want to?
Man, whatever. Everybody that was over there know me.
They got you within a 3-mile radius now.
On the drive or in Columbus.
Nigga sound low road. Where you at?
My bad. I'm
about to get my hand on that mute button on his. I had to mute.
So I put that black dot up there on you.
I didn't think I'm trying to explain the geography of that whole area. It's like, no, I was not, but I was not from the drive.
Okay, he wasn't from the drive.
I just had a lot of homeboys that I knew.
He from Alexander Street.
No,
Wickham.
No.
That's what you said, Wickham.
No,
I didn't say Wickham.
I said the other side.
Other side.
He from
Okay,
Diamondwood.
all right.
I was on the
He
Diamondwood
from
side,
Diamondwood.
but I didn't hang with no Diamondwood.
He didn't hang with
Okay.
Diamondwood.
I
He
was
hung
just
with the drive boy.
with the drive boys, and that's why everybody.
TJ said, "Oh, he old school for real. Park store and the church. He knew all
All
that."
that.
Oh,
About
yeah.
all
I
that.
know,
Yeah.
and that was funny because when people start saying that, I'm like, no. And when they get in the fights, what Cook at? Cook
in the house?
Cook at the motherfucking house.
Looking out the goddamn screen, though.
Right. No, the glass door that somebody shot out. I didn't know the name.
Are you related to the lady that's running for city council?
No.
Oh,
One of
stop
my
it,
What he looking like?
It's funny
Oh,
you ask that because- Hey, I had a daddy who was not letting you get involved with none of that bullshit. He was at the house. You ain't getting involved in none of that bullshit. But to answer your question, EJ, no, I had out of shut this the fuck up.
Coco, you dirty,
Jimmy,
Coco.
fuck you.
Oh, my God.
And Coco, you got down with that one. You got down. But no,
Let me
the
cry.
thing is, no, I wasn't involved with none of that gang shit that all them jokers was involved with.
Oh, shit.
We knew better. Stay your ass on the porch. I had that old school daddy who stay your he go out there doing his thing. He give your ass $20, and you and your friends can hang out at the house. You better not take your ass over there in that bullshit. That way he gave you $20 to you like that bullshit. Because my dad knew what was going on.
$20
Better
back
stay out
then
there.
is
You better stay
$100,
out there.
boy.
What?
So
we
Pops
ordered-
had that money, boy.
No, okay.
You
Like
can
$20
order-
was a lot.
You
Back in
order
them
2
days.
pizzas and all the boys over there, y'all hanging at the house eating pizza. You gotta go over there
I
and
know
deal with
that
that
right.
shit. So it was just that it was like that. So, but anyway, to go back to that, yeah. So, it's just that I knew a lot of folks from over there because I associated and I was friends with a lot of folks over there. So I got wrapped up into that until I moved to Columbia Heights. It was the same damn thing. I got over there and moved to Columbia Heights. It's like when you know so many folks over here,
Right.
we claiming you now. See
Now
what
they
I'm saying?
claim you.
Now they claim, yeah, Cook them from Columbia Heights. No, not Cook them. I just live on the street over here. So it's crazy.
They're cooking them.
Ain't cooking
Ain't
them.
none of that.
But yeah, for the record, I'm not from either or. Shut up, Jimmy.
Oh,
I'm not from
y'all
either
got
or.
my
I'm from 333 Brazelman Avenue. And we call it the neutral zone.
Hey, y'all, I gotta
When
get
that
up
shit
out of here. I gotta.
What's up, Bridget?
Hey, Bridget.
Joining
What's
us,
up? What's up?
Who is Bridget?
We wild tonight. She been in here before,
She been in here a couple of times, but she hasn't been in here with you yet. Yeah, he hasn't been in.
Yeah, Bridget been on there a couple times. I've seen her on there.
Bridget.
Yeah.
She part of the.
Bridget Cole.
She part of the intramural.
She the one that pulled in from outside. She came in on
Friday.
on a
Oh yeah, she came in from satellite.
yeah.
was up on
She
the
was
satellite.
with the other girl, and it was you with
It was me, Bridget, and Denise.
yeah.
Frank.
Oh, okay. That's-
Yeah.
That's Friday.
She was on the at the desk.
Yeah.
Oh, she one of them ones that hate men too, huh? Oh, okay, that's one of her. Hey, Bridget.
Bridget.
Bridget, let me
Don't let
tell
her
you
do
something,
it,
Bridget.
girl.
Let me tell you something, Bridget. Y'all
Don't
some
let her-
hating ass women, man. Y'all some hating ass women. All right,
Uh-oh.
Bridget, I need you to
Type it now.
just understand
Typing now.
that I ain't even gonna do this all man ain't bad stuff. But can y'all realize y'all ever do something wrong too? Can y'all please do?
Haven't we
Because
had
I
this
heard
conversation
no
before?
accountability on any of the podcast stuff that I heard you on. I heard nothing. I heard men suck, men this, men,
Where you
men are
heard
bad,
that? Where you
men
heard
is
that
that.
at?
That's what I heard.
Where you heard that at?
That was last Friday.
That was last
Was
Friday.
it last Friday? Yeah.
I don't remember what
They
that
were
was.
talking about hate
That was
men.
last Friday.
That's all. Everything goes to the fault of a man. Everything in life.
It
Everything.
was last Friday.
Yeah.
If you ain't changed your drawers like you supposed to, it's because something that a man did 4 years ago that caused you not to change your
That's who we
drawers.
really talking about.
Because that, and I'm like, I didn't think I heard
Bridget,
I heard
Bridget
more of
did,
Niecy.
yeah.
Right.
Brid-
'cause I know
Bridget
I
be
don't remember
amen. Bridget be amen.
Niecy be throwing it out.
I don't
Yeah.
think.
That's why I said, damn, EJ, is she a professional cheater or something? Then I throw all this.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was had all the characteristics, but I'm like, God damn,
Yeah.
where y'all find that for that? So,
I can't say I heard.
All right, so it ain't Bridget.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
It's not
All
Bridget.
right.
I can't say I heard Bridget sound like she hates me.
Yeah,
or nothing
I
like
don't
that. She
see
have a
that.
lot of valid points and questions. It's Miss Niecy who you talking about.
Niecy, when you talking about.
It's always a man.
Yeah, I ain't even talking. I ain't even worried about that.
And your girl Frankie.
Frankie got on there too, and I was like,
Yeah, both of them.
Frank
I know.
the Tank.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
Frank the Tank like to do is she likes
Frank
to
the Tank.
start on a good point
It did
first,
take- yeah.
and then she hits you in the
Take
background,
that
come
back.
around, take you around the world. I'd be like, don't even go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna defend the
She
homies.
got her reasons.
defend the ladies,
I'm sure
too.
she has her
Yeah.
reasons.
well,
I
I mean,
get
but it still stems to the fact that it's the guy that you pick. It's the
I
guy that you allowed in your circle.
I'm gonna wait because I don't want to talk about say you ain't did that when I went
Right. You were talking about
When
me.
she be out here Sunday,
She had an invite
I
to
guess.
come today. So
and she on here Sunday, I'm not leaving out till Monday morning at 3:00. So I was still
well,
back.
you know,
Hang out with y'all.
we limiting the space
I
because
got you,
of
because
the
Yeah, it'd be tight in
the,
here
the
on Sundays.
microphone. Well, the
Yeah, it'd be tight in
microphones
here.
are not, the best. So we
Well,
try-
look, I stand out there and just yell at the ass. Then how about that?
EJ,
You ain't got to be on camera.
Yeah, I ain't got to be on the camera.
EJ,
Good.
we're gonna try to do shit out where we just send our code in, our email in,
Uh,
and they just bring us on like that. So
Yeah, you
yeah,
can-
you'll sit in there.
bet.
And y'all just
Yeah, we
y'all
sit in-
still be
we-
up
yeah,
here,
yeah,
but
we
yeah,
sit in there, we'll
still
be
be
in there.
seen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lord.
this y'all come in here, I got enough microphone. We might not sound good, but we'll be heard.
It's all
Yeah.
love,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to actually, take constructive criticism. That's the only way you get better at what you do. We've
Understood.
been able to take that, you know what I'm saying, and make this thing better. It's, it's been on one level for a minute. Now it's time to take it to another level. So I know to do that, got to spend some money, and which I don't have at the moment. So is there any contributors, any sponsors? We take
Listen,
donations.
You know,
Got
we,
some
Cash
sponsors.
App.
you know, man, you already talked.
The
We already
Cash App
talked.
is
So,
$ cash J Rob. Anything will help. But yeah, but on a real talk, we just trying to, change up what we
Expand.
do
expand the territory.
to make it
of
better, make it
Married
sound. 'Cause the first thing is the second thing is the sound. We got the look. We just need the sound right.
We're gonna get it together.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
What I said earlier.
Hot
shit, it's
105.
gonna happen.
Oh,
it.
I thought you
Yeah,
were gonna
it's definitely gonna happen.
say that.
We're gonna make it happen.
I keep telling y'all, In the Mirror is going to be, along with the Hot Seat with EJ Thomas, both going to be top 10 Spotify downloaded podcast coming up soon. We putting it-
We accept that. We definitely accept that.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll
definitely.
put it out there in the atmosphere. Let's do it.
For sure.
It
For
happens.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a great show. I'm one of the longest.
It is the longest. It's the longest.
We done had.
It's 10 o'clock.
Is it?
I know. It's 10 o'clock.
We done went 2 hours and
2 plus.
30
2 and
minutes.
a half.
Two
Probably
2 hours
2
and
and a half,
30 minutes. 2 hours
2:45,
28 minutes to
something
be
like that.
exact. In closing, Cook, since you the guest, you got anything you want to close out with? At least one of the topics we did talk about the situationship relationship. We also got into political views of Epstein. Then we got on a little bit of that 304. So You know, if you got anything you want to say real briefly.
Real briefly, I just, from I'm gonna always say this: live life in 2026 and enjoy all the experience. If we start getting too wrapped up in all the shit that's going on, you're gonna end up losing yourself. So I'm gonna say I live life for the experience, all the new experience. I'm gonna say that. It might not be related to topics or nothing, but I'm telling you, I mean, it keeps a neutral thinking, a clarity that I swear you wouldn't believe. You just stay focused on what you're supposed to be doing. And not get caught up in all the rip.
All right. EJ.
Live by the golden rule. I truly believe if we treat people how we want to be treated, the world will be a better place.
Once you learn that you can't control certain things, you can't control people, your life will change, because that's what I had to figure out. Once I figured out that I can't control anybody, I can only control me and how I react to things. That changed a lot for me.
Amen. Well, I don't really have anything to say. I just want to thank everybody who joined us today. Here on In the Mirror Live Podcast. Join us and subscribe to our YouTube page at the @ symbol In the Mirror Podcast. Also, we are on Twitter at In the Mirror Podcast. Also on Twitch In the Mirror Podcast. So go to those pages and subscribe and like those pages. If you was watching today, share this show, like it, and
Catch us on Sunday.
Catch us Sunday.
Catch us on
Sunday
Sunday.
we don't even have a topic.
We don't have a topic yet. We
got to get better at that.
I know.
Yeah, because
we got to know ahead of time.
Yeah, because we need to be more factual than opinionated. We have been opinionated for a long time. We need to be able to spit more facts, and we can't prepare. We don't have the shows ahead of time. That way we can do our research and come on here and get more facts. But we will be here Sunday. God permits us to be here. Wake up and be in breath. We definitely be here Sunday at 5 o'clock.
Sunday at 5.
Sunday at 5 p.m. ish.
Let's do 5 ish.
5 ish.
All right. All right.
Ish.
And I'm looking good, but your girl looking better, blind to the fact that I'm a